majority leader, to you to deny me the opportunity to use a dispatch box to ask my question is not founded on any rule. Mr. Speaker, I've combed through the rules where the standing orders intends to make something mandatory. It says so in express terms. Mr. Speaker, there is no such express provision that when you file a question and the minister is here to answer, the member must necessarily stand in his place before asking. More so when the question is in the name of the leader of a caucus. Mr. Speaker, I have said it time without number that this dispatch box is for this side of the house. This dispatch box to your left is our dispatch box. Leaders, the five of us, including any member on our side, that with our leave, with the indulgence of Speaker, and so granted leave.
So, Speaker, I'm not the first person or the first leader to defy you and say I will not accept. Just last week, when I read the business statement, they asked questions, and it was getting elongated and time wasting. You ruled that business statement period should end and we should proceed to commence public business. He led his side. They defied all the rules of this house. They stood, they stamped their feet, they made noise and made it impossible for you to run this house until you change your decision and allow them to continue asking questions. He did that. He did that. Today he thinks that by me also saying that I will not allow that to happen, I am intimidating you, or I am setting the agenda. I've made it very clear, Mr. Speaker, that if his style of leadership is anything to go by, I also have men behind me and women behind me. And I'm saying that we must all learn to give in. We can't run a system in which we will never give in. We can't run a system like that. So I'm saying that enough is enough. And I'm saying that today, this side of the house will not allow him to go to the dispatch box and ask his questions.
Your Excellency, the Vice President of the Republic of Ghana, senior government officials, ministers of state, chairman of NDPC and your team, members of the diplomatic corps, development partners, private sector players, members of civil society, traditional and religious leaders, our youth, women and persons with disability, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. A few weeks ago, the NDPC came to walk me through some of the highlights of the VNR and also officially invited me to be at this presentation, and I accepted. So here I am. When Nimwe calls, who am I to refuse? But I've gone through, I've glanced through the report, I looked through the summary, and I've looked at some of the most important recommendations and findings. And I think that one of the things the report itself says is about disaggregating the data, and you might be carried away by the averages, but if you disaggregate, you find that we're far behind in some geographical aspects of it. So for instance, if you take maternal mortality, and we're at 300 approximately, you go to some parts of the northern sector and it's almost 400, and we need to disaggregate and see how we can reduce the numbers in the areas where we're not making much progress. I remember we opened the Dodowa Hospital, and for 4 years in a row they had 0 maternal deaths. And oh, there's somebody, is that one of the doctors from Dodowa? Oh, okay. And they got good accolades from West Africa. I think they were the best performing in the whole of West Africa in terms of 0 maternal deaths. And so we must make every single facility aim for 0 maternal mortality. It's a statistic until it is your sister or your wife or your relative. And so we say 300. Who are the 300 of the 100,000? These are real life. These are mothers. These are sisters and others. And I remember when Nimoy mentioned 300. I remember that in 2016 we were at 314. So I asked him, I said, what's this magic 300 number we cannot break? It is my hope that the next time we compile our VNR, we will break the 300 barrier and go down. But like Nimoy said, the best figure is 0. And so I think we must put in more work. And as I said, it's a complex, array of things that are responsible. I mean, an ambulance driver enjoying himself at meeting on the beach when a woman is waiting to be transported in his ambulance. I mean, in some places it's bad roads. Just getting the woman from the CHIPS compound to the district referral hospital where she can have a safe CS is sometimes what leads to the mother's death. And I think that we must see how we address all these linkages so that we can break the 300 barrier and move as swiftly as possible towards 0 maternal deaths. So it is with great honor and a deep sense of purpose that I address you this afternoon at the launch of Ghana's 2025 Voluntary National Review of the UN Sustainable Goals, SDGs. This moment is not simply the unveiling of a report, it's a national mirror, an occasion for collective reflection, introspection, and reaffirming our shared commitments to building a fairer, greener, and more prosperous nation. This marks Ghana's 3rd voluntary national review, following those of 2019 and 2022. And it comes at a critical juncture where we're just 5 years away from the 2030 deadline for achieving the SDGs. The clock is ticking. We have no luxury of complacency. We either finish this race with courage and conviction or fall short on the promise we owe ourselves and future generations. This report was led by the National Development Planning Commission, NDPC, in collaboration with the Ministry of Finance, the Ghana Statistical Service, the National Africa Peer Review Mechanism. Importantly, it drew insights from voluntary local reviews by 4 metropolitan, municipal and district assemblies, and these were the Atebubu Amantin Assembly, the Ghana South Assembly, Kole Klote, and Takwa Nswaim. It represents a genuinely inclusive ground-up process. Women, people with disability, children, older persons, and residents of hard-to-reach communities were not left behind. Their voices are woven into the fabric of this voluntary review. Ghana's path towards sustainable development has been marked by resilience from the economic shocks of the COVID-19 pandemic to global volatilities. Our institutions and people have endured and adapted. Our economy has shown strong signs of recovery. GDP growth rebounded from 0.5% in 2020 to 5.7% in 2024, driven mostly by industry and services. Inflation has fallen in recent times, and the cedi has appreciated significantly in the first half of 2025. This more stable macroeconomic environment offers us hope, but we must also confront hard truths. Multi-dimensional poverty affects over 41% of our people, with the northern and rural regions most impacted. Nearly 1.9 million of our young people are not in education, employment, or training. These are not just statistics, they are lived realities. Mothers walking miles for water, children skipping a meal because the family cannot afford, young people losing faith in the promise of a better tomorrow. Ghana's maternal mortality rate, over 300 deaths per 100,000 live births, is more than 4 times the SDG target. In some rural areas and other communities, it is even higher. This is a silent emergency, and we must improve antenatal care. We must expand the number of CHIPS compounds, increase the number of skilled birth attendants, and make maternal health services affordable and accessible. Recently, one of the ministers announced that we're going to build a certain number of CHIPS compounds, and somebody was challenging how we're going to do it. All we've done is to release 80% of the common fund to the districts. And in the guidelines we've given them, we've asked them to build 1 CHIPS compound every year. And so it means every assembly will build at least 4 CHIPS compounds. 4 CHIPS compounds times 261 will give you the number that we potentially can build. But then we must equip them with what is necessary, scans, so that the health attendants can see if there's going to be a complicated birth and be able to move the mother quickly to the referral centers. Accommodation, we've asked that accommodation should be built along with the CHIPS compound so that the health attendants can stay at the CHIPS compound and attend to any mother or any person who comes at any time of the day or night. In addition, it's said that over 50% of pregnant women in Ghana suffer from some form of anemia. And so this is a direct reflection of poor nutrition, inequality, and inadequate health education. Addressing this is not a key for our mother and children's future. We're also alarmed by the rising HIV rates, especially amongst our young people. This points to a failure in communications, stigma, and limited access to sexual health education. We need a bold youth-led national conversation on prevention supported by our schools, by our health workers, our parents, and the media. Prevention is essential, but empowerment is the key. It is unacceptable that in 2025, open defecation persists in parts of Ghana. This is not just a public health issue, it is a matter of dignity and equity. Our sanitation crisis is not caused by lack of knowledge, but by gaps in investment, enforcement, and community engagement. We must move decisively to eradicate this scourge. And when you talk of enforcement, all the district assemblies have in their bylaws that you can't get a building permit unless you provide sanitation and toilet facilities in the building. So how come people have to go out to, what do they call it, free range, you know? And the most disturbing thing is some people say they enjoy free range better because you get some air conditioning at your rear end, you know.
Memo akwa abadeba TV XYZ baby a wo baby a wo so awutie Power 97.9 FM memo akwa aba edeba inside politics dwumedi so edi amede so Nicholas ya Owusioson wo betumi afro McCain Nicholas ene mafu ekonya kese no atena so abra ye regular host Mugabe Mase etiane na echi kakra enti fee sambre akosi 555 me chefa so semeba na mebetena akodwam na dwumadi oni edi ne pepepe no inside politics no me bana me no obedi ne pepepe imprempren wo betumi akachro nua bi na no so akachro nua bi se mumfentu TV XYZ fi se TV XYZ ye wo digital platform so free to air wo kwa satellite so obetumi ahwe dwumadi bi na bibia etumi akọ enkansa enti de etene no Ma Power 97.9 FM so one crying and put to tune na wotumi etie ebisa so na okọ satellite multi TV day box audio channel no so a wobetumi etie Power FM na wehuma ekọ enti mema obibia akọ aba na ye krado abroad to TV echi wuti o radio wi na nsama ye di begu ho no wotumi etie bi na wehuma ekọ so o man mu Mame faside di o ma o twedi ampo nyankopon ma obatasuri ana hatasuri so din na due ya che kwa na impo ye ni bi mu sori ana pay ye hwe o ma awie ya nowhere to be found ye na domara kwa na chachema da abodwe momoje di mu refuru sign ma impo ye gusu a ye na ma awie kwa ni bre ye nim so obeswa so aboye ho ban ahwe ye so ma ade fa atoyen na ye tumi so ochina so ehuyen na ye nyina na yakase no kre ono na yeye mame fa biomoma production team o mabo mo hombodin pa na omo na epushi me mama betena ha ensem o makutwe ade egu nkrata so no mebe wawa ni na amagu o wo ehu ma ekoso o my ganam executive producer Mr. Kelvin Asante ono na ohwe bibia achiri yeko MCR mamenda Mr. Rav Jampase Mr. Uncle Peter Cranton so menda na se mehu Abbas hwe sika yeyo Abbas mehu no ho mekwa sound Emmanuel na ete wo ho saaso na ye nua edem so se microphone se ono kura koba ukọ Power FM a ono na ohwe ye ba cameras a mehu menua Francis wa ha saaso na minim sende Francis editor so beboa ne dia ya no obebisa nkonta se ade ne asende ana enti ono so wa ha ebi o menua gifty eno so na wesiesie me kama pa unde onya Apollo ntwem kakra nyame adom Apollo no kon kakra enti ediete no ba baby a wo bia na ye krado na memfo information education a wo hia no memfe mo ana ewie na ye from Nicholas inside politics you made ni me twam ho abasesi a Yakwaya ya sign aba na nsebe gu bamba so a ye bedi ho nkomo wim sa nyame ya adoma efiade na the Electoral Commission of Ghana ahihye say elections course wo Ablekuma North aye twema mentwe ye twe ho dare no nyame ya adoma efiade 19 polling stations ya de a omo result o mahu ne yie no no ye sign aba abeto nti metibia no mbeto no nyame ya adoma efiade enti make us say obia ashase ne campaign wo kwandi sifo ye omode MPP fo so omode na the New Patriotic Party omo parliamentary candidate o ho aye frɛ no oba Ekuafriye mam Ekuafriye yenim so ye former MP edemo na okoya na wasan ba biom ordinance am ne court nchemu no rerun on tiase any sembebre na ndom ko pie mu court abra mo ko file sa rerun by a lawyer Gary Nimako on behalf of Ekuafriye no wa wo hwe television de wo behu Ekuafriye ni Gary Nimako no mo kasa no assembly na mekopie ne say court abagu enti high court dismiss interim injunction application on Ablekuma North rerun filed by lawyer Gary Nimako on behalf of Ekuafriye ni abagu say ansama omode bae no sabi eni fapem bia eni ngira so bia enti omukosoro ba ase a matibia no ifiada no ebeba so Ekuafriye koye campaign ne jai say wo de court no ontumi so a wo se wonim se we lose a me yehu se we lose na pe ba bi tena na court abonsam nagu It says ya de mate se chobo bi jama fi ekua free ene ne call for name wo ablekuma north wo no so akaye campaign cause obi ase rabno bin ono ana ekọ rabno bin obi se so ye hwan ono no ye NDC parliamentary candidate ogina enti se wo hwe TV na Gary ni makono no ekua free na wetwa rasta na ono so onam ho no enti ma no so ekopie mo no enti says ya de ablekuma north wumpo nyame de yankwa chen afia da o chen na twa ntam ma tibia no eyade a abato no beba nti Francis mbenya adwuma ye pa ko twitwa cameras no na Francis Penny so etumi aidete nti adete no ebekọ so ablekuma nti enye krado ne fiade ye na de hu bagim akọhọ na akọboa ma eye rabno bin eye ninkunim die no etumi esipi na esita enti diete no rabno bin me sister prekope obedi nkunim na bibia etumi akọ enkai na ya to ansam no so the general secretary edema the New Patriotic Party your friend no lawyer Justin Kodua o de atodwa say MPP for pink sheets war 281 polling stations ye to aba war ablekuma north no 19 in caution or just 19 e de ye beto aba sesia no ensam ho ye pa 19 no enti ne hu say 281 no presiding officers and signing in na still yisne sister say ade a ye ba san ato aba ade a odwen ho ntiase yenkotie the New Patriotic Party general secretary Justin Kodua nensamo de tudwa.
There is a ruling from the election petition in 2012 by Justice Atuluga when he made the pronouncement that when people sacrifice their time to go and queue to cast their votes and their votes are recorded and there are evidence on the face of the pin sheet that this is what transpired at the polling center and it is signed by agent, is signed by the presiding officer. Even when doing collation, the presiding officer is not there. It does not nullify the votes or what transpired at the polling station. So what is the Electoral Commission?
But you make that point, and the EC has something to say about that.
Yes.
It appears from the EC's position that subsequent to all the meetings in assurance they've given you, they did some more work in trying to ascertain what really they can verify. And they claim that after extensive deliberations, the Commission informed the political parties that it will proceed to rerun the election in 19 out of the 37 polling stations. The Commission arrived at the decision to rerun the election in the underlisted polling stations because the 19 scanned polling station results used for the collation, though approved by agents of both political parties, were not verified by the presiding officers responsible for those polling stations.
So when they say we're not verified, have you found out what the verification means?
Well, that's the Electoral Commission.
No, but then you cannot just churn information out there without justifying or explaining further. Because I've told you that you have the pin sheets, you have scanned copies, whereby their presiding officers have signed.
Yeah, but in this case, the EC says that they don't
And we
verify.
disagree with the EC.
You have evidence of the 19 where the presiding officers actually signed back off.
For the sake of our argument, right, I will show to you. You can just go through it. Okay, so maybe you can just go through it.
So this is
This scanned copy of all the
polling stations.
281
polling stations. Okay, so we need to then look for those that are part of the 19, right?
These ones are the 19.
These ones are the 19.
So you can read the name of the polling station.
So the polling station, there's Pentecost.
Yes. Yes.
And I see here, and I have the EC statement also here.
Yeah.
So I'm going to see this Pentecost.
The first polling station.
That is Nyamiche.
Go through.
I see, and I'm talking about the EC statement, because they provide a list of the 19. Nyamiche, there's Kwashiman, there's Awoshi. I don't see in the EC's 19 Pentecostal. But let me again look for another one. This will be okay. So name of polling station.
Eti Justin Kodua the General Secretary Edema the New Patriotic Party Nensem no the two John Justin Kodua ya bium assign Ede and some atuga na wakase wo hwa ma ekoso sesia na yisi no lack principles na yisi no omuntumi defend sabi wo ma akoso na mo ye nyina ye the chairman the great NDC general asi edun ketia donora friend general mosquito nensam odu tu dwa no enu na yisi no eso aso mo omudi ye adwuma into the current leadership no omo nya fit for a purpose say yisi no sabi omo mbo omo ho mbodin fi say akoye say general the chairman of the NDC honorable Johnson asi edun ketia nensam o kan no mo de omo aso mo amofa edi ye adwuma enti wo hwe da mensamina say yisi yes adia na chese yisi current leadership no omo nya fit for a purpose omo mbo omo humbodin the impo mu nim omo ye no so ya asema Justin Kodua de tudwa mo man kotie mra.
It's not a question of going to waver. It's about principle. It's about principle. You must have principle. You must have conviction. So tomorrow you go to elections and you win. And this same body comes to tell you that based on whatever reasons, they think you should go for a rerun.
I mean, Johnson Asiri Nketia says the Electoral Commission is incompetent. They need to be reset. They are not fit for purpose. You must certainly agree now, considering your grievance with the Electoral Commission, or you disagree still?
Well, based on what is happening currently, I'm unable to even speak positively of the Electoral Commission. Because the inconsistency from their action even makes it difficult for me to even understand the decision that they have taken. So you really criticize a person's perception about the Electoral Commission.
So you agree with Johnson?
Well, that's the point I've made. That I'm unable to even side with them. I'm unable to even defend them. Because if you cannot be consistent in your own decision, if you cannot be coherent, it makes it difficult for people to even predict you. And that is where we are as a country. At least the Electoral Commission must have principle.
You think they lack that?
Certainly they do. Because of what we are witnessing at the moment. Because you cannot take a decision as a reputable institution like the Electoral Commission. They come back, make a good turn.
I mean, you must then agree with Johnson and Ketia that the chairperson and the two deputies must go there.
Well, I will still with you the point. For where I said on what they have done, I'm unable to even comment on the Electoral Commission.
So if then you agree, then they must.
But that is for your interpretation. The inconsistency on their part, I'm unable.
So you will not defend them if a process is started to remove the three?
Why should I?
Eti Ediate no Justin Kodua ono na oye General Secretary ma the New Patriotic Party enti nensam no de atudwe semni na ye mbogo we den Friday rerun ebekoso na woko Ablekuma no constituency polling stations me pacho ye ba beto aba wo ho 19 no obidi na mede tudwa no woko nyameche ye wo God First International School da Komai 1 eno wo ho woko Kwashimai Pentecost Church Mountain Zion Assembly Kwashimai ono so wo ho Awoshi DVLA office Awoshi Adamami 2 Adamami 2 ono wo ho saa so na ye wo Asiedu Jedu Memorial School Awoshi 1 ono so ye to wo ho ye call Living Spring Day nursery Kwashibu 1 ono so ye to aba wo ho saa so na Kwashibu aso the Lost Pentecostal Church Kwashibu and also ye polling station ye beto aba wo ho ye call Presbyterian Church Odoko 4 ye beto aba wo ho Church of Pentecost North Odoko ono so ade 2 ye beto aba wo ho Church of Pentecost North Odoko 4 yebeto aba wo ho saa so na Methodist Church Odoko 1 ade abato obeko so ho St John Baptist Catholic Church Odoko 1 yebeto aba ho Randant Way Preparatory School North Odoko Randant Way Preparatory School North Odoko 2 yebeto aba ho Atiko School Complex Odoko and also ade abato ebeko so ho pa South Odoko 4 and 5 School Odoko 3 ade anoso abato ebeko so ho ansana Pentecost Church Tweneboa Pentecost Church Tweneboa 2 ono so yebeto aba ho Akwebu ono so Light of Gospel Miracle Church Tweneboa yebeto aba ho MTTD Odoko Divisional Station and also 1 ade anoso abato ho inti weye polling stations ahrowa mopacho wo Ablekuma North moma yenhye nso se abato bekoso ho enti nyame ya adoma Ablekuma North Ablekuma North ehwana bia yebeko na yebetoto abananti moma yenhye nso na abato no akoso kama ya yeto about sa polling station say 19 na chese rerun nyame ya adoma fiada yebesa akọ na yakoto na kokromoti power no yato ba moma yankai se number 2 Irabna Obin oba ahonfe oba papa bi oba anyame ama ne nyansa nimdie ne ntete obetumi edi ebebu anade abesom the people and the good people of Ablekuma North constituency entime srew nyame ya adoma fiada wo kwa akoto aba bia mo beto na mede atutu dwa no wo kwa akoto a number 2 your friend is saying your friend Irabna Obin papa bi ahonfe nyandie ene nyansa na moma yentoma ye maame na omtube mbesom ya ye wa Ablekuma North no onsom yensompa na bibia so entumi enko nkan enti de te eno no ye to yensam no so a mekasa abampapa aba jisu ye abampapa aba aha waje so minim so wo hwe me wutie me waje so na yakasa abampapa ba na wa wehu say His Excellency John Dramani Mahama waba no ne appointees papa so na ebo adwuma energy minister papa bi honorable John Jinapo wetumi ede ensem abatudwa efa no kwan a ye gas pipeline the gas no the supply Ghana na yesu ye power no tumi ejina so de bia no na ye nkodum so no say omu be increase no enti say sia no ode atudwa se Ghana fuei muntie obo ade pe nyame pa kwesi ade enimi ade a ye bedum nkane a Ghana fa na nyina nkane dum na ye bedum no me pesa wo ti ase se enye dum so but omo ye nsiesie kakra ama sa gas pipeline no gas na efam ba no etumi aye bebebre na echese ye nkane no so esipie sita ejina so mayeso maedi ye bia no ye de aye na bibie etumi akonkan enti yame ya adoma kwesi ada we enimi ye bedum nkane a na nkane dum no nkane a nsiesie omo ye gas pipeline omo ye niye na etumi ama gas na flow abamo na echese nkane no so ejina so mayeso mayedi ye bia no yetumi de aye na ya ye niye nti weye announcement energy minister honorable John Jinapo de atudwa moma yenkwohwe na yentie emra
Sunday ENI would turn off their valve temporarily to increase gas production to about 270 mmscf. That is good news. It means that we are stabilizing the power sector. But let me also use the opportunity, members of the press, please help us to spread this information. Because the plant will be turned off for that short period within the day for maintenance works, we are likely to experience some interaction or interruption of power. Please bear with us. It is for good purpose. It is to enable us stabilize the power. We've done all the scenarios, we've done all the analysis. And based on the advice from the engineers, I've directed that we do not attempt to run those plants on liquid fuels for that short period. because it involves changing nozzles, it involves a lot of work. And so if you are going to be off for about 4 to 6 hours, you don't risk it transitioning to liquid fuels only to come back to gas. We are working around the clock to minimize any potential adverse impact during that period. But I want to appeal to Ghanaians to bear with us for that short period. Once the work is done, we shall stabilize supply of gas, increase gas production, and that will improve the delivery of power. I'm also happy to note that Tallow is also increasing their gas to about 120 MMscf. And so 2 positive news from our Jubilee partners and from the Sankofa field.
Enti weye asem de asem papa yate nyame adom akwisia dey na sa dum so no anase dum no ebeba wo eye nation wide Ghana fa na nyina but eye dum a ede bone ne nam weye dum a eche se ye gas a ye de power ye nyankania no ye de bi eka ho na aba bibrin so mudum no mudum wi a ye bon se gas na omde mahema ye de power ye nkania no ebe increase akosoro nsesi ade yenyam ahode ne be gina so na gina so ye wodwumadi bi edibedi bia no so bibia tumi akonkan tuwa suma eno na energy minister papa bi eye honorable John Jenapo odensem na tudwa no na waka kire se yenhya hom we enyade omudum na che omudum no ya na che so matenete na ma regulate ne ma kama pa na che se gas na power yi na yenkane no so etumi agina so na gina so pemen na bibia etumi akọ enkan nti de tene no sesi ade asemdaba dum so no His Excellency John Dramani Mahama say dum so beto me yifi ho mabe me yifi ho kra monsha hom bia benya eye light de ayedwuma 24-hour economy na ebe umpe we na opede ye de light na de na mti sesi an gas na be kostro increase na etumi power yi na bibia etumi akonkan ti we ya semeda eno no so abeto ho edi amayen. Minister of Agric and Agribusiness and Industry and Yobia say Mrs. Honorable Elizabeth Ofosu Ajari or the Sam Atudra na our Parliament and Ra Wakase says ya make say 1 district 1 factory programmer na ye flagship program initiative na MPP abino odoboba de na ya de ayetwam tintom enti 1 district 1 factory ye hwehwe wa wo hwami wa wutie me mebisa wo yete 1 district 1 factory ye hwehwe na onko vote pay mu okra de a minim se na omunim a vote area ho mu di kwesi asore dan o ha no mu say 1 district 1 factory just obi yen bibia omo hwa asore dan minim se na ese omo factory no mu di kwesi hu obi yen bibia omo say 1 district 1 factory na e de abobo hu enti esa de ni na ya de a nyansa bia anim omo didini na eton ho slogan the MPP ni kampa obemmo slogan says 1 district 1 factory 1 village 1 dam just on beka ne sa na fefefefe so omo ka enye de enti fasudi bia amba ho enti nra parliament omo say hey ye twem tintan twem yentie Mrs. Elizabeth Ofosu Ajari and Sama Odetudra no ye minister in charge of trade, agribusiness and industry na Sama Odetudra.
Speaker, I want to draw my colleagues' kind attention to the fact that as of now, there is no policy as 1D, 1F. I thank you. But in the absence of 1D, 1F, the ministry is into agro-processing parks. And so if you listen to the 24-hour economy launch, the 24-hour economy is the new thing on the block, the game changer, that which seeks to make Ghana very vibrant, irrespective of the minute of the hour, the time of the day. And we are doing agro parks. And these agro parks, which seeks to be a great game changer, especially in the agro processing zones, are being worked on to ensure that we are able to produce more around the clock for import substitution, and for export, for foreign exchange earning, and more importantly, to create jobs for our team. Thank you very much.
Honorable Mrs. Elizabeth Ofosu-Ajare, Minister in charge of trade, agribusiness and industry. Onuna ordinance 72. And it says the game changer. And one a 24-hour economy. Oh, and one district, one factory. Tintum for Sudibiamba. You trim. And it says the game changer number 24-hour economy. And no. 24-hour economy. And an echo to Ghana for Munshem Musapo Munsio. Bia Benye Jumaye, Bianfan Hunshim, Uwe Juma, me Pachobe brief for Hunshim, Punko Secretariat in Omko Dinkomo, and Bobby also Mobuano, Omsoba Boama Bibia etumia Konkai, na Bibia Adedin, Ujo Mecha Kwan, Uko Cantumentea, Ubihu, Ureguzitano, and the office, Uko Fomko Dinkomo, Nambobia Hubiaso, Yentumimwa, Nebibia Entumi Enko Enkai. Yaka game changer ya no. Na game changer kese pa. I stabilize a city. Etumi aye me bin sida. Na say si ama city ne nya pomden. City ne aye macho. City ne ho aye ding. City ne sabi obana obo ba ko a. Esonazima blues. Enye bibia ese a gold board. Gold board. Gold board is a game changer. Kanu na a PMMC. Say the gold board buy on a very quality a gold. How are you busy better? Just say a buyer no just say a brand payment yes so. Now His Excellency John Dramani Mahama yenyo den we bue. And son CEO at the gold board or a Samuel Jemfi our senior lawyer. Sammy Jemfi na dodona at the friend omo abomboding the gold board baba no initiatives in Yama be brinana gold board and so diaba. Says Yano, young person call for best smuggle your gold. Young person gold, you ready and you bedin sumati, na and Yamaya Basanti, gold board, the tax force, Abba, and then Roman great gold board, tax force. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, a directed gold board, say, in Tempema, we implement a nationwide, a quantum befaswa, or mube tracy, a system, I bear ensure, say, Emma. Yan for go did be for baby yan fan for baby yan BBA Tracy BBA ya verify license any environmental complaint eba ne niema ekokoso kwan e fasu tutu any gold in sem na nkasa o man be gina ye na sipineta the gold board ye game changer share adwuma se a wa ma ye city na stabilize and say no dollar ni e depreciate umpe we no opede say Ghana offer baby no miende menum ya me de pa na me pemo last week me call market say me koto rice bi ana me tono 1000 Ghana cedis flat me pese me bo brand ni din me call ye bioma me koto yes say ade 730 na me ton 1000 cedis so 25 kilos na me ton 1000 say 730 Ghana cedis ni na ye cedi na wenya ahoden no but yemfa na ase ne bi ma owura Samuel Jemfi ana Sami Jemfi on any gold board omo aboa ma ye gold ne sabi wo gold na gina yes ya gold no increases biom ama ye cedi so egina ma bibie tumi akonkan wo for Ghana baby obi aka ho asem ese no kre gold board and abase be stay no Sami Jemfi ne nimde ne ntete ne ma wetumi aye ni so ade hono ne His Excellency John Dramani Mahama amasa gold board edmaku ya bobo ade de yati asem de nti sesi anu meteno no yenkwe na yenkotie ndra nsema His Excellency John Dramani Mahama oditudwa na sesi aso asem de wo honi se na me ka che executive producer sesi anu edwuma so abo so onim se bi mu edi gold dwuma di bi wo sumade a me pacho omo tobi wo baabi omo ye ne style bi a yesi whistle blower wokoka na ye che wo mo a sesiko se goldo mo mbenye bia no benye 10% ye kofu be ye adwuma we be part time job may His Excellency bra.
Beyond foreign exchange and revenue generation, the Gold Board is committed to traceability, environmental sustainability, and responsible sourcing of gold. I've directed the board to immediately implement a nationwide traceability system, ensuring that every gram of gold can be traced back to its verified license and environmentally compliant mine of origin. The Gold Board will also invest in land reclamation, that is after mining, to reclaim the land, and ecological restoration through programs such as the Blue Water Initiative and the Tree for Life Initiative, which are both initiatives of the Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources. The Gold Board will also actively support geological survey to provide small-scale miners with credible geological data, reducing environmental degradation and improving yields. So what this means is the Gold Board will help the small-scale miners to do the geological survey so that they know exactly where the resource is, so that they don't go digging all over the concession area and destroying the environment. We're no longer content with exporting raw dory bars. These are the unrefined gold bars. To ensure compliance with international export standards, plans are underway to establish an ISO certified assay laboratory by the year 2026, that's by next year. In the medium term, Ghana will transition to bullion exports and refine more of our gold locally.
It is Excellency John Dramani Mahama Abra Omo inaugurate Gold Board tax force no, and some of the two John says the Gold Board now but to stay na tax force no so bebo adwuma ye hweman call for smoking di sumasi dwane meka ho ina no omo hwe abeboa ma bibia etumi akọ enkan sa na the suspended Chief Justice Gertrude Araba Isaba Tokonu make us say ni case no the kopie mu ECOWAS court for abuse of human right. Nensemo canon wa petition afali against say nsema mo ka ko for mo petition na no ade ode atudwa sesesia no ade a wedu no we hu so mo mwa nti so ko ECOWAS court na deputy attorney general Justice Sai no so order to ni Facebook wall no confirm say no kre Chief Justice her ladyship Justice Gertrude Tukonu wa file another case na some radio or the kopie mu ECOWAS Community Court ewa Abuja Nigeria against the Republic of Ghana na case no file 4th July no her ladyship say repeat same allegation of human right violations say against no na emo no onye na adwuma was Supreme Court na impo niam bi omde egu no so hwe High Court nsema ekọ so ongoing removal process impo biom mami say suspension omode amano no sebiwa emunda ho enya de ososo so yakana hye woniam bebremu no constitutional no ayade a na achese o say ono na oye Chief Justice na impo yeyem na adwuma so oye nyina no onye ne nsem bebre nti ya mami say asem no metia no wasan de efi Supreme Court ni ade odoko ye bogu ye chese committee omo kwan ma omo ne nya adwuma na asan so de kopiem say ade enye bebia o ECOWAS Community Court ewa Abuja Nigeria ho na mami de ne nsem ni ekopie nti yanhwe afale 4 July yensan hwehwe mebe film efi waba o say ni human right violation ye man kwa mo nya adwuma ba Ghana fo bi enim say enya ade a omampani executive ndi ne ho awrewrem o say committee ntina so no mo nhwe man nti ya maami atiatia mo tiem ne nsem ekoso ne ha adwene say ade ECOWAS Community Court Abuja obi man so Nigeria na odi ekopiem nti yenhwe ma ehoso ebe film aba we ye tweet so a Justice Sai or ye deputy attorney general no so odi tudwa no threat to us no kwa confirm say ma me ne de kopiem ECOWAS Community Court Abuja Nigeria ye twatwo ye papa 5-time Greater Accra ha wetumi aye chairman ache papa NDC amayeku ye ka Ghana footballer Oli Daddy, Oli Sokins, Oli Jollof, Oli Peple, Oli HSA, Oli Diabodina, Oli Dokon, or no more Oli time, that time no Oli pa Olympics, no Sanya chairman, no Dim Odima Coteneso, wo Ghana Olympic Committee no dim akotene eye Owura Adekoka eye Mr. Kobna anase Mr. Joseph Kobna Adekoka enti ye ka eye Ghana sports a we dim akotene wo eye Olympic Committee mu wa wetumi aye chairman dia ma Great Olympics sanso na eba politics so a me pacho bebrura Adekoka Greater Accra hadie eno so watena super anche freno Chairman Emeritus Adekoka Adekoka nyame ya adoma bebre na ebisa bibisa ken wo pa eyi da be na wo beye wo friend say wo pa Adekoka da be na eyi beba e beye nde nyame adom abededwa 1 week celebration and answer observation bekoso and 1 week former Greater Accra Regional Chairman Mr. Kobna Adekoka nyame ya adoma Saturday ya no ya de a ebo 7 pepepa wo eye asoridan wo dansoman ehona program no ebe sha 7 am anapa na ye de wie nani bre no enti wo mayen hya nenso mo ana mu bisa da be na Owura Kobna Adekoka ye friend is saying ne 1 week bekoso ana na yi beko we mum na ye di tu sa na mo no enti e memendei me kra medru ho first Saturday ya wo dansoma sorry na eye ehwa 7 pepepe ye nyina ye ndru ho etima akosi anibre na ye wia na omu di data omu di beye na ye no so etumi ato edwa ye papa ye obi a sebiwa baby aso ya frabo we ye penion wo tun se friend baby obi onim bia program bia eyi o wedding o den me yi bai me ka che no se kin odru ho a ye bokododo odru ho e beko na mo ye me yo nda abra me kohwe eye ye papa Kobna Adekoka me kohwe no eye the bank hospital oda ho bibia nyan ice obi ogena home enti news ne ba say ye papa efim na ha me pa ha me inside politics obi onim bia nim say ye papa otaba show yi so abra ye to aba nyina ye ne na nti nyame mfa ne kransie ne busua no so nyame hye moden ne ma mo abrochi na nso maba na Olympics so enya yeye pa na wo hwe President Cup course Sunday ya omoma no 1 minute silence na ehun say nukre Ghana sports so ye pepe edimu akotene ye pa nti Owura Kobna Adekoka wo kwa Accra Sports Stadium kra na ye wa Adekoka stand ho nti oyo obi a ne ho agi efifi o businesses ahro o pharmacy forest brew ne ade a chese nkofo eye adwuma no so ni na no na ode bo man Ghana nti Kobna Adekoka ye papa nyame mfa ne krensi nti nyame ya adoma memenda de moma ye nyina sordan wo eye dansoma moma ye nyina ye nduru ho na ye nkoboa no fi se ona ncho beba baby edri enche ye de apomde ho nkomo eso e de bebrew na bibia etumi akọ enkan aba nti enche ye be hu doctor ye Oheneba na ono power specialist herbal hospital ye ne Dr. Oheneba so ebedi enkomo na bibia etumi akọ enkan sa nti bibia wo bia no ma ofidie no nkoso na he ya ye ne Dr. Oheneba ebedi enkomo na ma ho bia so no bibia etumi akọ enkan esa nti apomdi no ho hia na me ameti he wokọ power specialist herbal hospital a omundro no menum bi pa obi onimi oba mi bia afia ha wo ba obi enim so omundro ye adwuma nti wo ba obi eko hu meti he na mehwe niema ye be wo TV so mehwe mu ana Peter Bae o se kin and the doctor am fair drambo na msi to am fair dramba nti ye friends e onye program ana no di nani wo odokoye sana edro ho wo doctor ne car no one fair dream mesi table so na Peter ka ho asem wo pe hebatena me patrol power specialist herbal hospital de bema jiri kejiri mema no male vitality wo benye bi sa so na wo edu aya herbal malamix ye wo edu aya xcare ansana ye wo jirikaji abamu mienu kofo bekun ofia ha ansana edu aya herbal tonic no so esiesi opa ni na bi ha umpe we no pede Dr. Oheneba my friend forever young mama Dr. Akwaba bibi abako de ye de nyame ase there na the power specialist herbal hospital mo mai me da se abusia ya mo Akwaba power time bre aso power specialist herbal hospital ye de chef ya se Dr. Panya oda hospital doctor akosia adu aya hode mo bibia brebia ojebre na ohwe power time de bia nsema ka nyina ne se adansidie papa enkrofo di fa power ho TV so radio so internet ne me ahodo no won so be ka adansidie for no bi
Power Specialist Cyber Hospital. The donor friend last stop. You Kumasi one crime. And na ye water cry. The Kumasi ofiyase ye ni Jasper Flint Station di enhwenimu. Wo aputoja contrast kwan so Lake Road na ye wo. Akra wo kwabenya ACP kwansa ne block factory no edi enhwenimu na afi takra de wo Anaje Estate Customs Road. Ye ni single washing bay no di enhwenimu. Numbers no ayemiensa. Famu bia ne frɛ. Wo fra branch na ebia no near direction aba ho na wa beje wa yaresa. Numbers ne 0555 7978 78 0200 38 38 31 and 0244 54 44 22 Monday to Saturdays and the year juma Sunday penida yen juma even holidays ye juma or your branches in nyinamo ti ade bia how bia e bia odi anantia che odi anantia bre wabom kasa eye o so ya de we de no na du ko wo mu a mesro Fabra Power Specialist Cyber Hospital opa ye bedo ni pedunum suko de ma power ye sonkono no ye mfiti prakopa maduro obi aba ye ho pe bia de dan sese wa anya laba ye ma waduro Sentence says sometime ba ku bia beka no e bia ya de betimi de aba no be 5 and 6 so ka se uti oya e de adro ne de be ma wo e de na ma uti ni oya ye ne hia yen ye be make sure say ye be tackle the cause of symptoms no malaria betimi uti oya typhoid betimi uti oya hepatitis B and SS betimi uti oya so moja so tia utitimi pae so BP cause do do a moja tinibetimi apaw den wani so kra brew constipation ayam tim ebetimi uti apaw enti so ka se uti oya be make sure say e bia we tie ye ne ya malaria osusu ti the same tipae no e bia de ye typhoid e bia de moja na so ate enti be make sure say ye treat just symptoms dem we be tackle the cause of symptoms no ne atuade no ase amanako ti ba bia wo bia ne ade bia de na ntia che ne e bia ne nya hunu ade kro na yawo e bia ba bia akwa no ka symptoms na ne ma woduro wo ka se wonum ye onyono na ne atwa malaria duro ma no typhoid is better wonum aye onyono so gallbladder problem better wonum aye onyono what I say wo bonyum no bae no se epaya na se honhono a better ma minimum wonum nyina aye onyono sabo nyire anna abode green na tare eye liver hono aboa bia obi enipa bia soso obi entite sabo nwunuma no bonyuma na ho techema ebetima o minimum ene wonum nyina ye nwunyo entinya num nwunyo bia na ye malaria dabi enye bebetim ni enum nwunyo na aba edoso entine sa oba ye make sure say ye be hu ade potepa kwaso ni padua ne mu te lab papa bia o hia se mo aya no be ye di mfiri be hwehwe ni padua ne mu so hia se ma ye scan so hia se ma ye x-ray bibi bia sese ma ye ni hu de kwaso ni padua ne mu ne be ye ansa ni de draw account na ansa ade ba ko kwaso pabo no oba so me chest machi me ho minsi so ya na tese oteso obeye la beye wo be ko beye x-ray be bon se bia no wo eye heart enlargement Sad in the day say a question 10 Timu amuo severe chest ne back pain den no. Oba be hwe sa ni mani nyina. Ebia wa bo wasa bo wa ye ohoro no moja wom. Ni nyina be hwe. Say ya wo lance no problem no wo say ya de na ekoso. Abusia Tumika Fabra Power Specialist Cyber Hospital. Kumase enkrana se takrade. On fire de ne ma ensan fa nko de berada. Obi bera hwe power time. What test hepatitis B positive. Wodi achini ya kacho se ya de ne niaduro ama wote ho ayi wadwendwene obi ho ma wotime kase me makra mi surose mama me maba me nchen sentence ya kacho nse se o maba onche obenya bi no me so what test hepatitis B positive fa to me ka Fabra Power Specialist Cyber Hospital ye na nyankopon ma doctor kwaso do ya dura ya de sa ya de ne tu ase ye manage ye mrebre no ase ye tu ase ma ne ko negative baby e kwa test bi ye negative tie ni ye ya na onfe eye wo ya wo chika se mututu ya de kakra bi na wabre bebi afli se hi to ni padua ne mu ya na honam hyehye honam kekaw wutumi titin ho sa na honam nyina atwitwa wudedi kitu be na yafuna hye na ayekutu se se amno kaso yafuna aye den wo yafuna hono wani nyina aye very yellow yeso nya jaundice bo nkai se wo liver no e wo severe problem wako yes scan wako hospital ya catch or say fatty liver enlargement, liver cirrhosis to Mika Fabra Power Specialist Seba Hospital. They say wanu nyina aye yellow, unsam nyina aye yellow. Uyafuno hono. Debi ameka say ansa no so yafuna hono no, na so liver no esini say yakwam. Ne ya wo hwe power time, ne ya wo temen kan no say what test hepatitis B positive. Ana wa yes scan so fat liver, wo liver enlargement, wo liver cirrhosis ya. Baby esesa odu ani kire aye ba kopɛ. Power Specialist Herbal Hospital. Odi na kidney stones, ana kidney cysts. Ama osisi achilowa back ho ayawo ya. Ama sa ma Johnson asema aye basa. Debi ameka say Johnson tentem bia no nya nyina na diabetes. Prostate betima Johnson tentem. Cystitis, that's inflammation of the urinary bladder no. Betima Johnson tentem. U kidney na problem it means say Johnson some untreated infections, it's a syphilis, gonorrhea, the account, better watching son tentem, we cry watch man son and Johnson Abba. Johnson the bar, ten Casa Johnson Biakum, Johnson Ebba, no Berman, we ya, Berman wish show. Why ask it to me, say 10 cents at Johnson into me, to me cabra, power specialist about hospital, Kumase and crime, and answer a yeta crady. Oh, dear, no, a osa, dear bar, could bet me at it to Unquanina, a commodore, yammy, ya. Aduane to yema yema ya udidi mi yema ya na obo efno ulcer ekro no so enyan enkankan wona wo peptic ulcer anase stomach ulcer stomach no onufu benkum na se ya enti so peptic ulcer anase stomach ulcer obo no ha nyina timi ya kopie wachi utanya heartburns udidi na aduane jejabo indigestion ya na so nyina titiriti ase enframa be egina oyam mesro tutumika bra power specialist Seba Hospital. Wachika semutimi ya uyaden den osa ya reboni betima wa fon aya tantantan uhia aduaya SK, that is stomach care. Ekro bia wa ya funu mu say duodenal ulcer, say peptic ulcer, unya aduaya stomach care na betu ase ama so hotimi ato ebia ode na typhoid utitimi powder den wa poso nyina yo mre na bodum yo onyono wako baby ya catch us asem to no yesa malaria obi akọ hospital nenum ya no nyuno ni tipa no ho ya hye na poso ya ne mre doctor na ye ne lab o ya malaria test na ye negative but because of symptoms ni no so baba no malaria treatment ye tate sade ne pa me wa ni nipa na ye malaria test na ye negative entu man malaria treatment aye den e bia na ye typhoid the signs and symptoms we can say are the chronic difference what typhoid any malaria symptoms we say typhoid better ma wabowa typhoid better ma rashes agu typhoid better more severe constipation at the same time typhoid better more running stomach we metimi ahwie na typhoid ya dey so a sign 10 so unu obi te unu obi wo ho say ya adwum say ya fie ubetimi nya typhoid anywhere every day anytime betimanya typhoid wa dwumum asore dem kamu bia betimanya typhoid nti typhoid ya dia a sign 10 pa mesra oba power e be your lab e di mfiri be hwehwe mu so de na typhoid ampa be mu odrum na kọ aya malaria be mu odrum na kọ ya dia bia hye wo ho acha wo dia nante abra wonya anu odro no fabra power specialist Seba Hospital yentu asemfama kompo na show mu yamfa sekanka yenye surgery ana operation or your hospital ho ba mu odu be na ni nyina awarefo amo pa wo ya na percent kam mu yenu nyina mo beba since is a problem no hold my free member no free man no nenso sa won madia man wo mu ne de pressure na ma wo mu member be low sperm count nenso na msa ne ho odi no mpam runs do obi obetimi akontino no se no ano no bo ha be ye semen analysis no na wo ni sperm ba kokora wo ni semen no na se ne ho nsuo no bo so bi o so musa bi o mo doso so mi week o mo shape nye o mo ntimi nsumi ko hye oba no ko shere manyi sentimi ma enso ne the problem nyina amama na yesra mo mo mi enu nyina mo na yen hwe ba bi a problem no wo na yen tackle the cause no emwa mo na power baby senya na organa ha no so bi nsomo so me so ya de bi atitu bi a ya ne padu we dudu we titiriti o simi tia fom a ase ade tare na ase na nyina ye tofo o ba na ohia se ma o ye massage ba ye massage kama e mentinu ma biebie blood circulation be take place ama otiti ye no ne dududu ye no nyina be ko bone fracture do mpenu bu pain you bone specialist be kan sie na adache na fa bia bia mraw sciatica na how to ase atwetwe den fa osremu fa na kokom na ona no ICCD wo da na dwena wo tene wo namu a na ye problem Mr. Tumeka bra power specialist about sport ya dia bia how bia ya ntimi anka ho asem be ma ye mra wo mpam Mr. Wadra wo hia aye jirikagiri heba Mr. jirikagiri ni dini na honam se edro ni dini na honam se wo body no a body ni nyina wo so jirikagiri na se onya aye hebatin heba Mr. aye immune system booster na de ka ho dia yes ba bia wu e dia ma Mr. Tumeka bra power specialist about hospital you Kumasi won cry and na ye water cry the Kumasi wo fe yase ye ni Jasbo Flame Station di enhwene mu wo aputoja contrast kwan no so Lake Road and ye wo Accra wo kwabenya ACP kwan so ne block factory no edi enhwene mu na afi takra de wo Anaje Estate Customs Road ye ni single washing bay no di enhwene mu numbers no aye miensa Mr. Tumika frey 0555 79 7878 0200 383831 and 0244 544422 Monday to Saturdays and ye di adwuma Sunday peneda ye adwuma even holidays ye adwuma aw ye branches ni nyina mu enti ade bia haw bia mesro entratana ho sisiade kase bia be so usisimuntime yawo usisimuntime hwehwew e bia gonorrhea be syphilis be untreated infection bia unya ne baby atwam e be kura na ye koko na e hawa uba power e be hwe sabi ukọ private moja e wo mu uba power e be hwe so de na ye koko ampa say you bleeding or sabi na how say ye de na ekoso so wo severe liver problem ye be hwe ni nyina aboa atuade no ase de ama mesro ya de bia ya no kotodwo na hono ye sinsuo ginemu no akotwe na asan ba wo ba kyekyere ama 2-3 times once afi wan kasa otimi titia so ya de bia how bia ya nka ho asam no eno nche se enye ho adwuma bra power specialist about hospital Kumasi Encran and afi takra the phone numbers ni biem 0555 797878 0200 383831 and 0244 544422 yedo se baby a ochebre na ohwe power time nyame ya adoma da sene sabre ya nso yede apomde ho nsam no ebebro
man fast the PSC firma doctor ayo hineba power specialist herbal hospital eho no fi by same time next week ye be sign the doctor ehia baby edrumen koja aboafo nkrato ba ko mienu miensa ye nkoje mbra na ye se ye ba me ho bia so ye de beto aso
Mido, gana biana. Ogo fa jebiri wi aba besu en fita no pa e say baby she. Manga shi.
Junior. Em senso na fu me bi die no.
Sister ko spa. Enti woni gas.
I'm using the why. Na why?
Down yankana wa.
Sister Coles. Use gas. Gas ye fast, ye easy, ye convenient.
Let me see your head.
Hi. Now let me tell you about Safari Valley Eco Resort, the first of its kind in West Africa. Upon your arrival, you are introduced to your butler, Who plans your itinerary?
We were surrounded by wildlife from the moment we entered the eco park.
So many activities, all in the same premises. Visit the gym or the stables. They have it all. At my break, I'm able to practice my potting.
We also went fishing on a man-made canal. Our tour guides taught us so much about the wildlife and how to interact with them.
They used only electric vehicles here. This creates a serene environment. I'm told it's over 1,000 acres. My cabin here sits on 2 acres with a large terrace space overlooking my private swimming pool. Now this is royalty. They have their own farms, thousands of fruit trees. I can also have my lunch here at the waterfall. Quite a beautiful place you have here.
Visit Safari Valley Eco Resort in Ghana, bringing you closer to nature.
As for me, I take very good care of my grandkids. Ye dear grow, na yes, do maybe crana, me bano timide, or maybe gumi so weekend. Hey, memre. I don't think I'm catch real say. Yeah, no medi garlic capsules. As I stand here, my doctor said my whole system has improved very well. Medi garlic capsules. Yes, medi garlic capsules.
Medimosis garlic capsules. Wa mamoja dini paduanimu efusani ye na esiesie oba ne barima mahona wodin. Ubenya edoi bi ato omonyimu pharmacy store frey wo 050-349-4885. Edoi enye mamofra enye ndi mfie duwemu. Apemfo ene emma emanofo. Medimosis. Unni how FDA ajidwe di nkratoe atom.
The serene environment fits into the goal of the school, which is simply to provide excellent educational foundation for your ward's development before they commence primary education. At first glance, clearly you will see why the school is called Hebron Hills International School, as the building stands tall overlooking town. With a Montessori style, we have experienced and dedicated staff and trained teachers. Our small sizes classrooms are meant to enhance teacher-focused approach where children get one-on-one attention from the teacher. Hello there. We are open at 7:30 a.m. and school closes at 2:30 p.m. After school care is from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. while early drop-off can be arranged at 6 a.m. Hebron Hills International School is located at Midye off the Nsawam Road. Locate us with GP postcode GW0688 GA West and GPS code 06884870. You can contact the school and make further inquiries on 050-876-2375 or call the office directly on 0302-918768. Email us at hebronhills.school@gmail.com. Hebron Hills International School. Excel and shine.
Memo akwa abadeba TVXYZ baby awa wo hwe bibia. Wo sa wo tie Power 97.9 FM nti akese enkomo bebre. Ye koya ya san aba baby edure kukudam na jinkonya atena fom a ye ba ebedi enkomo. Nti baby owo bia no for aso famien na asambria akosi 555 de Ghana hon komo na yibeti timo efidie no nkoso enda ya. Make say ye wo Abubakar Sadiq Suleiman owaha oye communication research member edema Greater Accra NDC owaha saso na ye wo David Wawi Brown oye lawyer ni senior lecturer so ATU ekuku damina me no mobedi enkomo nti bebia wo bia no memfo say kefidie no menko so na TVXYZ any power 97.9 FM enti de teno no nsem bebre na egu bamba so a yeba na yebedi eho enkomo papa na medical kan nyame adoma this Saturday menim say metibia no Sadiq be me yakọ sa so na lawyer ye papa eye Kobnade Koka nyame adoma Saturday enti me no de enche ekwan so anti elsa na pa ne de ye bombo dia na ye ko na bibia tumi konka ma me fa nchia ma ni okan wo osu he ya ibehia ni okan mi cheche papa na ma police Ghana police service police personnel ba ko so a ye fro osei also ye cheche papa osei akoto inspector osei akoto we brother also wo hwe ye cheche papa ma menko Sadiq Bibi aboko de yo baby ofie
boko
ye den nyame ase ebusiafo no obi ahoye
obi ahoye no say only production team de bia de na mo bright
ye be ye ne den
chief show wie
oh chief de nyame yeah ma hwe me 8 years aso me bi so
opposition kono no
yes opposition wa hwe me pa
yeah
we say juma 5th November.
Oh, okay. 2017.
Yeah. See, we can call it.
Oh, Ajengano.
Yane Shasia.
Chief show you.
I mean, Shani.
Oh, Claudia. Claudia, someone easy.
It's a dick. Nyamisha
no yeah, God bless you. God bless you.
You say na kese so kwem ma eba definitely bompa say nyamisha mani bi oni na busua
definitely
any it my phone na nyamisha mo ye man so yeni so
lawyer
we are go there lawyer asresa
because say ya ma odi akami zo na bi so
yegu so you say e kese wo kan mo bi on nti afi kra na yesi kwen DM crime environment bibia wo na
I always say to say coach 22 or 23 players.
Okay.
22 or 23 players, someone between ball at the same time. First 11 ball.
Okay.
And son also be you be kakra. It's just like politics, any appointments. So yeah, butre. Kakra be draw biaso. Be draw biaso.
Lawyer. Akwaba.
Yeah.
Ashama boko de.
Oh, nyamiado mashama de. Oh, eda hodin. Na yeah, but last na unfortunately a chairman, a car baby, Shada Jalo. But yeah, you see no ama painful about even national chairman about any other distinguished party leaders about. Enti ashaman dia bibia ba say his excellency share boss obeshama kwana washama ye be fix
na me tabale man zone 5 ma me sofo bi bridge no so say na sorry bi school bi ma me sofo na me ni secretary ya this you want to
why ya me juma da
me ya me omo mu ni minim there me dey for na nampa
oh great me sure say wonye agrada for ni bi nya agrada for yi
me de men share me nka sanya me frame me aframe you at me boa no pe no anti me so me ministry de me botwene
or service
give you the
anti say my colleague catch me brother
akawe brother
to another room no shama boko bi anwe
okay nyame ya adoma munim say Friday na Ablekuma North.
Yes.
I mean him say he never kwakobo and make say members of parliament majority side no homo year campaign on 19 polling stations. And I'm saying shase wo hwe and they go pay me free or the court. And so mom ye na ya boegu I still no ye be call ye nim Friday be to aba. I'm say general secretary MPP wakasa bebre. Say ade yi sinum fit for purpose. Oma can send me bre and na the yi MPPC yi sinin ye. Na omo kan 3 bi omo ni mekoye 19 so omo eye your friends say pink sheet ni na trust and so nsam ne de bebre yendi komo emfa Ablekuma North
Ablekuma North the king meka say ye nyina yenyim say rerun we were expecting it, but in fact we were even expecting 31 polling stations and 19 no So what you say, and Mr. Ati say, all the assembly call court, no. Is he expect a lawyer?
No, I'm cause injunction.
Injunction.
And I'm seeking injunction. Say
Friday.
Yeah. And I had to actually say, I'm allow a friend say easy, no new juma. Already, no more can say I'm contested that, but we are not giving any chance. Until I will say NDC from Ablekumanoff executives, any branch executives, almost start juma. Majority no eko akoka omuhu. And then the Kodia, the general secretary, say on trustee EC. In some way now, yakaye from day one. Omu tanichi. See, EC is the best ECR since 1992 anya. So on the statement in the air, it is said na Mose Eddie Israel for airco. A friend is saying, how do you call it? The Holy Land. At the point now, Moses say, yeah, no more fee, Moses is kakra. So what you say. So that is the character of the NPP. So yet there, somewhere contest here. We are ready. Omu contest this one. Yeah, another seat at the account. Now I'm one will say, omu a minority no, a micro minority.
Okay.
Ablekuma North. I believe in the PC no. I think she's more than competent. She's very competent. Arabina. Matisse since issues where she's still organizing in Crawford. She's still holding the fort.
On another television.
Anything I can say, yeah, no. Only problem there. So MPP woman no. If you know genuinely,
free.
When you say genuinely, who win ya? And what's that?
What can say? And I make out say Rob in order number 2.
Number 2.
Friday order number 2.
So and I believe say. All our branch executives were Ablekumanoff. Because MP no, I'm not representing you. And I already know your presidency that your executive that. So who Ablekumanoff? Now you are part of this 19 branches. Now Kotuma about what do you call it? Another political party there. Opposition party there. And they all 2 actually. 2 votes actually. It means you are against Ablekumanoff. So open development Ablekumanoff. Trust me. The best person Rabina Obin. So young all of us will go down there now try organize it a campaign making sure say we need massively. The MPP there we know say even if a call they have minority. And it will not inure to the benefit.
But what development to Ablekumanoff there?
Yes, it will not inure to the benefit. Yes, it will not inure to the benefit of Ablekumanoff. So who say Muro say Ablekumanoff year more schools, more opportunities then the best person to vote for is Rabina Oben.
Yo, honorable Mintrawa no enti bia me pacho bebre 19 polling stations or moto about 17 waha. God First international school wada Kuman 1. Saso na Pentecost church Mount Zion Assembly Kwashimai no so ombeto aba DVL office awoshi Adamami Saso 2 ombeto aba Asiedu Jedu Memorial School awoshi beto aba Living Spring Living Spring Day Nursery Kwashibu ono so ombeto aba the Lost Pentecostal Church Kwashibu ombeto aba Presbyterian Church Odoko 4 ombeto aba Church of Pentecost not Odoko ombeto aba Church of Pentecost not Odoko 2 and 4 beto aba Methodist Church Odoko ombeto aba St. John's St. John's Baptist Catholic Church Odoko ombeto aba Radiant Way Preparatory School North Odoko ombeto aba Atiko School complex ombeto aba South Odoko 4 and 5 school Odoko ombeto aba 3 Pentecost Church Trinobua ombeto aba Light of Gospel Miracle chapel Twenebua 2 ombeto aba MTTD Odoko divisional station Odoko ombeto aba aka 2 omde beka ho na yedini na to
Roman Catholic Church
Roman Catholic Church
Bethel Baptist Church
Buzia Junction so we share na say branch no
Bethel okay 2 no nti Church of Pentecost North Odoko ombeto aba ni Church of Pentecost 4 and 5 nti
what 3 mami
yes nti Church of Pentecost 2 and 4 nti almost ombeto aba nti kan ho na ma 19 pepepe
so
be dem enim ni
so upe development so upe development wo Ablekuma North now per say Ablekuma North and 2 point
na Ablekuma o ma to am MPP for ekwe free
e
battles
you know wanye so this is the chance this is the chance to bring development to Ablekuma North enti Ablekuma North foi mun nyina mun ko to aba no mun set record say branches no ya mention names no mun set record say a very difficult say MP benya 10 votes for each branch go all out who we MPP ni we pay development wa hwe wa city dem hwe Ablekuma North ema the way Ablekuma North atitia pansan ema aban papa ba be develop Ablekuma North amaye so my enka say na Robin need president in power. She is easily going to lobby for projects to be brought into the constituency. And so one got 2 and so got 2 Emma Obia. And they say we are anti-developer development. Anti-develop. And you should be dealt with. But the fact they say from information our grounds no I think they are going to do justice and make sure say Irabna Oben is declared as the winner, and definitely she's going to be declared the winner on 11th of July. Assurance everyone say His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Edim Pumtu development ebeba Ablekuma North and timo munye mistake enko to aba enko to mu aba entwene because nyame pengu even if she wins if she wins want me fabi be paper be eba so what I say so vote rightly, vote for Oben because Usha she's very young. And I heard she's a very kind-hearted person. So I say, so this is an opportunity to reverse Ablekuma, bring it back on track. Namunya mpuntu ewa Ablekuma North constituency. Yenye na beba ho abe campaign ama Erabna Obe.
A China Friday minister Dick ya ho pa. He's a lawyer so baba. Nti dey tell law ma member elsewhere. Ablekuma North
na lady na or Jinama MPP yes a friend say
free. Yes.
Asema me de ba sha asene ne say. Se na ya eslausu owo ne pattern we for say. Bebe tu ni view e tu
Ablekuma West.
Ouais. Eslausu na ye tu. Se na ye tu eslausu no ye communication minister. Mpo want me anye hwe. E won the constituency. Ye tu no. Sanso na Mr. Ablekuma North so mo bom homo de na muntu free enfi ho na obi a na o communication minister want me anya hwe won important obi a no de portfolio bi ani ni one ono po ba be to no opposition development ben no bet me e de bre Ablekuma North enti Ablekuma North sana ye tu Osla usu former communications minister efi ni important hono no muma yentu ekue free enso eden enfi Ablekuma North na muntuma Oben Eraba Oben wa hwe you could see say grace adumbi ewo no ho mu BT in 2020 omu BT over 24,000
vote to sana mete here na say gap no you see difference now is about 400 and no just say FDP has lost it well na we say no mo court omuko court say Gary Nimako onko lay injunction on the Electoral Commission
and Friday abato number so
enti enya ni there abato number so put injunction ebogu so what happens oh yeah na nyema bi o ha menti ase court say nia e wo say Electoral Commission eye Emma Ableckmanov e be declare winner no omunko ye ena bo party satna say bo na Electoral Commission even though they have been inconsistent no omo decide say see there 19 bi wo hono mo a police stations a was say say there ekwa rerun ya ja to no a mu MPP for say mu gidi pa say ohoya mu stronghold mu gidi pa say aban mu wini ye ena obi twist ya ade na mu pese mu nkonko wini na se sama court say mu the injunction e de court so wow eya na MPP for I don't know me hu ne ya how ama ya na omo general secretary ne o see Electoral Commission is not fit for purpose. Hey, 2016 they were fit for purpose. 2020 Electoral Commission was fit for purpose. Jen Mensa Majina box no yen interrogated me fit for purposeness no MPP for lawyers in Musi Debi Jen Mensa don't come into the box. Emma Chachu see Adentia Chachu made a comment see when you saw the wind you will reap the whirlwind. And we be near Jemensa and the Jemensa is not fit for purpose.
I do go and fit for
purpose. Yes, and that boss Mansari is not fit for purpose.
Some more canon.
Tete, no, they are not fit for purpose.
Boss man, yeah.
Electoral Commission, your friend is saying Jemensa had to be military protection, Emmanuel. MPP had the protection, Emma Jemensa. Jemensa, on no point, yes, number 1, number 2, and number 3. Number 3, Abagmadin. Number 2, Vice President. Number 1, President. Electoral Commission, Jemensa had the military protection, and a man no. And then, could you say the Electoral Commission is not fit for purpose? If I were the Electoral Commissioner, Jemensa, I'll resign. Because say Jemensa there, but I see petition be against hell. And then I don't say people for purpose. I'm a petitioner. I'm quiet to say. But to be honest with you, what happened in Parliament and what is happening now is even grounds to ask the Electoral Commissioners to go. You swore an oath. Under oath, you said there were 3 what? Polling stations that must be rerun. Just for you to come back, not even a week, about 3 days.
So she lied under oath.
You lied. Bossman lied.
After the elections, the petition will go.
That alone.
Already, you see, she's not
for me.
Purpose.
It's ground.
That's his ground for.
And Omo appointed Jemensa say she's not fit for purpose. What we have been saying all along, Omusi Devi said no more fire and so dear. And Jemensa. Meanwhile, it is finished. Sanoka or announce was it is finished. Many Jemensa, my bomb Muhammadi, Ableckmanov election meaning NDC Baba we NDC we are. No mama say it is finished. Sanomekano. It is finished what? It's finished. No ma resigning boko. I'm a petition be uncle so me moi. Edi enimguasie. Bibe bate send me a CJB a minim na. Petition by Ghana Constitution. Who's an enemy by the Constitution by? Just ever discuss it. Ever call. Wow. Ayana MPP from Intoma. Look, these people, I don't know why they will never change. Ronnie said it. We should not mimic them. Sure. Once a Basintale or say, and he's taking his 5,000 motor ride and then they will go there. Sena yet me bakufado etugu ye about me enyakufado and I don't even want them to get any 38% in this by election. Sena me braneka senkabe year should be difficult. Otiminya zero. If nya zero. All the branches. Branches in the police stations ni bi. No mu say ya bre MPP aban. Ya bre ba ye pe NDC aban wa baso a ejuma pa John Mahama eye ama ene gold board aba asika eba ye dollar na e ko from cedi no e ma ne ho so. Na yatimi abodwuma yi na me de betwa to about this one any say na me nuane kan ye no say Orbin NDC me nana ban ene ewo government JM ana ene ubon say we are holding the executive ana yenso na ye dominate parliament dia na Orbin ebebisa JM a onye emma no na nia MPP for ye mu dwin se mu koye mistake eto abama ekue free year obetimi approach obi minister bi se be ye we mame ni omu ye enti Ablekuma fufuo mu tie mi a mu hwe mi a misramo we die obanyansafo yebunibe yenka na sam mu ma say the bishop cannot be more Catholic than the Pope. The bishop cannot be more Catholic than the Pope. What I mean by that is, say, Orbin, the president, dear no baby, so on to me, Yamao, I'll be signing chi, who is representing Pope, so a deep bishop, Monsampo, Orbin, your bonfire say, there be no mutual 19th. On the 11th. Is it 11th?
On Friday or
Friday.
19 branches.
19
on the 11th.
On the 11th. Yeah, to Abano.
Say Friday or Friday.
Friday on Chinese say 11th.
No, today is 9th. Tomorrow is 10th. So 11th is on Friday. So it's on Friday.
No. Today is 9th.
Yes.
Hey, because I know Thursday. Who can say Thursday? Yeah. Thursday na. Enti Friday fieda. Misamo. Musori waka. Embi fomu nim say abano mo lu say enti. Omu kokot anye ye. Omu din say unanimous 7 no egusu eda so ho. Ba mu koye no say na unanimous ni hobium. Ni anka ebi obe parade unanimous no onenam ECOWAS. Ehwe ni shebrim. Enti enye ye enti odwene ho enti misamo NDC 4 MPP 4 DCP 4 EPC 4 obi biara wa Ablekuma obetimi ato aba wa Ablekuma move ho 19 police stations yi we vote ewo ho no mesrese ade chen munanti boko munko to aba peacefully utu wi a na wa be fie emre ne so making kan no makoto ye nkoye aya waso weso gombe a ho no na enemre ye mpinin so ema invisible forces bi enkofi bebi embe jimi ho no mu yehuno o ma ho kwan ena ye nso ye ma ho kwan ye kwakoto aba no peacefully ye wi a ya declare Urabna Orbin as MP elect for Ablekuma na emene so ayede na ko parliament ama Alban Sumana Kingsford Babin the right honorable speaker besweno na mia mitiwa mehwe say yeah ama yedin sembo ama Ablekuma fofo nyame ka mo obema bibia adedi ama ye hu say MPP ya bremo nkomi na wase
ye beda lawyer David Wewe Brown ye beda na sebebre call your next issue and a topic as well yenhwe the suspended chief justice says ya do the kopimo ECOWAS community court ewo Abuja Nigeria law mama shaso we Sedik simindi kan wo na
wow sa court no kwa you send issues of human rights anyway alcohol na nya mete and say you see suspended chief justice of Ghana her ladyship her ladyship
Gertrude Araba
Isaba
Tokonu
Saki
Kraka ni
Saki Saki Tokono. Saki Tokono. No, say mistake. I understand. Now, Nico, me Bisani say, we share Article 146, 5th clause 1, Ecosi clause 11. You see, Article 146, 11 clauses. Now, we share from clause 6, Ecosi 11 now. Clause 6 is where the petition is for the removal of the Chief Justice. The President shall, acting in consultation with the Council of State, appoint a committee consisting of 2 justices of the Supreme Court, one of whom shall be appointed chairman by the President, and 3 other persons who are not members of the Council of State, nor members of Parliament, nor lawyers. Clause 7. The committee appointed under clause 6 of this article shall inquire into the petition and recommend to the President whether the Chief Justice ought to be removed from office. All proceedings under this article shall be held in camera. Now see or camera, not just say in secret. And the justice or chairman against whom the petition is made is entitled to be heard in his defense by himself or by a lawyer or other expert of his choice. 9. The President shall, in each case, act in accordance with the recommendations of the committee. The President shall, in each case, act in accordance with the recommendations of the committee. Near way patch say, near committee ni the say, ya shushe mi shushe mu ya Senate nipa ni yinu, ma yinu na committee ni bakano. President Bejisu. Okay. 10. Where a petition has been referred to a committee under this article, the President may, in the case of the Chief Justice, act in accordance with the advice of the Council of State, by warrant signed by him, suspend the Chief Justice. No, Mami Biso, in the case of any of the other justices or of a chairman of a regional tribunal, acting in accordance with the advice of the Judicial Council, suspend that justice or that chairman or a regional tribunal. Last one, 11, clause 11. The President may, at any time, revoke a suspension under this article. Near a patron say, obey the petition, Eba, and the 2 presidents in him. A petition, removal of the Chief Justice, no one. Me kind constitution, one can say they should even determine any prima facie case. Okay. Or see, the President will refer the matter to the. It says, in consultation with the Council of State, the President will appoint what? A 5-member committee. Okay.
How did that?
Who are they no? Asembisa say. Did the President refer the matter to the Council of State for consultation? Yes, he has. 2. Did the President, in consultation with the Council of State, form a committee? Yes, he has. Were the members of the committee 5 in number, including 2 justices of the Supreme Court and 3 other members who are not lawyers, nor MPs, nor members of Council of State? Yes, they are.
Her own colleagues.
Did the President appoint one of the justices from the Supreme Court as a member of the committee? Did he make one of them a chairman of the committee? Yes, he has. Nico, was the process started in camera? Yes, it started in camera. Saying, can you Chief Justice suspend the Chief Justice? And every mention say, na program committee na ejuma wo baby bia nobody would have known say honeymoon ahead committee na ejuma. Okay. Now question maybe say, did the President suspend the Chief Justice? Yes, he has. Has he got the power so to suspend? Yes, he has. So my question is, where did the President go wrong? I even thought say the President was too magnanimous. And now Chief Justice said he should allow her to respond, 7 days to respond. The Constitution has not made any provision here. So if the President has referred the matter to a Council of State to appoint committee, Before then, no, he should allow the suspend the person who the petition has been brought against, to respond. But the president, instead of the 7 days requested by the Chief Justice, added 3 more days.
He was so magnanimous.
Magnanimous. On the 3 days, in fact, CJ, suspended CJ, the law is the law. But the president was magnanimous. Question me,
Bisa.
Has the committee finished its work? No, the committee has not. Now, the Constitution says in clause 11, the president may at any time revoke a suspension under this article. If the committee comes out to say, oh, petitioner, was frivolous.
So we reject it.
So we reject it. The president will revoke the suspension, and the CJ will go back to office. Now the question I am asking is this: I'm a person obi biara ndwi se CJ ni nim say wonye boni bia ana petitioner yedi ba ye no nseme ni mu a ebe crucify no ebe ma ye na fi ade so a adenti na CJ no eye niam a nse oye o chin because the committee could come out to say there's nothing wrong with you. The petition is frivolous, so go back to your work. Why is the CJ running helter skelter to the extent say first court Tennessee as some of the other court here, we cannot stop a constitutional process as a court wrong to me. Nimbo Anthony him. She say see ECOWAS. Now Nyamiti say she's saying that they should fight for human rights violations, which is what?
Maybe.
But they are not allowing her to work. I thought she would say they are not paying her salary.
Yeah, man, come on, Yejuma.
Yeah, man, come on, Yejuma. Now, is it in the Constitution of the Republic of Ghana?
It is.
If it is in the Constitution of the Republic of Ghana and the president has not breached any constitutional provisions, where lies the breach of the human rights? Look, I'm me, and you see, I'm a lawyer. I'm a
political lawyer.
Not that, but today, Nico and Nemekasa. Number one, the behavior of CJ. Mrs. CJ suspended. Not suspended. Because you can say former and it's a former suspended. Because committee in betting I can say suspended.
She's on her way to before.
No, what I know is she's under suspension.
Okay.
That is the law.
Suspended CJ.
No, the law is the law, so we are talking about the law. The suspended CJ. The Constitution said the issue must be held in camera. And then she went holding a press conference talking about the issues going on. Is that not contempt? So you know na ye did as some court. Oh no, ye as a judge. Now they get certain orders, provisions, and people have gone against that provision. Would she be out sentencing people, convicting people for contempt? This alone shows that she's not fit for purpose. And therefore, if I were the president, I will never allow her to come back. This breach alone of the Constitution calls for her removal. Number two, we are dealing with our Constitution. The committee has not finished its work to say, oh, your human rights have been violated. The president says, I will not listen. Then you jump to ECOWAS courts. Why is she jumping the gun? Why is she putting the cart before the horse? Why is she suffering from premature? She's suffering from something we call premature ejaculation. You see, this is premature legal ejaculation. Why won't you wait? I don't know. I'm a committee. Then who say committee na area na jume? What me pinpointing? But you have started running helter skelter na hacker scatter or say hacker scatter. Why? Why in this Constitution has the President of the Republic breached a provision. Nico, this is a constitution. And once I'm market, since I said about me yellow na my market, the provisions from clause 6 to clause 11.
President Mfumu baby.
If I of me bisako, if I'm of Fumu, the constitution gave the mandate to the president. Even if you see, the constitution didn't say committee ne bana almost say petition on Modiba no merit woman before you suspend. You say no. While the committee is sitting, the reason why yes and say they do not want you, the CJ as the Chief Justice, to use your position to influence or interfere with the committee's work. That is why they say you should be suspended. They didn't say you should be sacked. And this, you see, yes, sir. You see, the way we are behaving, we are Chief Justice here, and is she not open the Pandora box to say, anytime I say walk court, we can start talking about it?
She's setting a bad precedent.
Because she has set, not that she's setting, she has set a bad precedent. Yeah. Something that the constitution was clear. Once a woman camera in camera, and once a walk. Italics. Once italic, so italic means they are laying emphasis on it. It should be held in camera. A whole suspended Chief Justice of the Republic of Ghana, of the Supreme Court, of the Judiciary of Ghana. Now you see the camera. Then you come open and not even say, "Oh, can phone call no be here and record here," and I say, but you call a press conference. Now why you say Edu Lodge? Me we niema enfa petition no. Now we can. Why you win? We don't know what you want to achieve. Are you tempting the committee to also come to respond? But on him say the committee does not have a spokesperson until the committee will not come saying these things. No have a can we only your side of the story. No very well said the committee will not be able to come out to say their side of the story. Meanwhile, in law, one of the tenets of natural justice is odi alteram patem. Listen to the other party. What the can we wouldn't say anything in can. Yet the why you who say would you ever can? Am I anything and be defending Tino? Mechamedia. Are you being fair to the committee? Now, you see, with what you have even done, with what you have even done, what it means in say, who a Jumana committee, if even a committee comes out with positive about you are not fit to even go back. Because you have already defeated Nico, for me, but going to ECOWAS court, ECOWAS human rights, whatever it is neither here nor there. You appeal a decision after the decision has been brought, and then you say that, but where they call her? You see, she's not allowed to do her work. What does that mean? Did we say don't do your work? Will nobody stop you from doing your work? It is the provision in the constitution that has suspended you from doing your work because an action has gone against you. Oh, Madam Sakitokonu, this was not how you taught the law. This is not the law of Ghana. I beg you. Sometimes I feel as if maybe there are three things happening. Either the CJ doesn't have, the suspended CJ, Madam Toko doesn't have people advising her, or maybe people are advising her, but she has refused to listen, or people are advising her to do what she is doing. I rest my case here.
Meda a lawyer, David Wewe Brown, Meda Nasi Papa, Mamenko Sadiq, main to you.
Madam Gertrude, I think say she's embarrassing herself. she's embarrassing herself because look, even if ECOWAS, I can say, oh, her human rights is being violated. The constitution of Ghana supersedes ECOWAS. So I just say, because of ECOWAS now, they have respect for your sovereignty, and I believe, say, once they have respect for it, even if they give a recommendation, I want to enforce to say, so I say, and I know me being a lawyer, I have never read law, but this is just a basic for you to know. Say, Adeodia Kokoi is just one thing she wants to achieve. She wants to put Ghana and the government into bad light. I can say maybe her human rights is being trampled upon. Also, I heard say Oko Shiamono. She requested say ni kunu any nimba ebe hotina. The constitution see in camera. So your husband must not be there. I know you are lawyer. You see, your husband must not be there. Look, press conference now here, it was just to achieve one thing. Just to now international community. I didn't cost for Ghana. What is going on? Because you saw a CJ, but it backfired. It backfired, no. And I also call ECOWAS. But ECOWAS mandate, and supersede.
That's why it will leg fire.
It look
leg fire. I'm telling you, it will leg fire.
So what she's seeking to achieve, she's not going to achieve it. At the end, she will go in history as one of the worst CJs ever Ghana has ever had. Incrophobic, I can say, in Sida, ye Chief Justice da. But Nkrumah Breno, a CA. So what I say. So she's not the first person to go through all this. And in fact, the president gave her a signal. Say, I'm not against you. That is why when she called for 7 days, President says, J, 3 days in the account. So that should tell you, say, it's not say there's something against you. But once the petition abano, it was almost shame. And as at now, do you know she cannot resign? Based on, you are a lawyer. Based on the article, once they have started the article 147 or something like that, she cannot resign. So all Johnny Echo up and down, she's just soliciting for sympathy, and that sympathy is not going to help you, because some of us, we say I'm a lawyer, but I know, say, you can't work with the president. You are soiling your issue. Same judiciary you led, you don't believe in the judiciary system. What do you call ECOWAS? So, me brother, I can be but then to be honest with you, she's just disgracing herself, embarrassing herself, and what she seeks to achieve by ABR, if I can say, Ghana, we are violating her human rights, and our president is violating her human rights. She will not achieve it because processes at the whole. Your constitution, and one idea nothing has been done illegally against her. Just say you request her, say who could wear it now on chain. I think you're pumping too much. So I say, look, Ghana and your lobby. We are talking about constitution. And your lobby what is
happening is that when they were in power now, MPP was in power now, they arrogated so much power to themselves.
And respect. Oh, okay.
So they were not even following the law. Omukasa, that is the law. And around Timothy Omujin say, Yaba Bemunu should be the law, but we won't respect the law. And they think that is it. So when you are even employing the law, they think you are wrong.
You are wrong, yeah.
That is what is happening.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, you said the law
is the law.
It's the law. So why don't you want to follow the law? Go to ECOWAS. ECOWAS will come back to see whether we have followed our constitutional provision. Yet if they follow tell you so, Rabba,
it will be thrown out.
I'm telling you, Rabba, go back to your country and make sure that they will ask you, has the committee finished its work? You say no. You say they say it shouldn't work. Has the constitution given power to the president to suspend? The constitution say yes. Were you suspended? Yes. So what is the beef? Then they will tell Rabba, go back to Ghana.
You know, so I feel she's just appealing to pity or so what I say empathy no and enye juma she is doing great harm to herself. So what I say she has set lawyer see she has set bad precedent. So we are waiting for the committee's your friends recommendations. So I say train because I know say ECOWAS they have the constitution of Ghana. They will call baby abekoso on baby say case na say court. So again okay me I don't know. Again human rights violation now she has suffered from.
He said they are not allowing her to work.
You see, to work, you have been suspended. And suspension, the constitution mandates the president to suspend you.
And not a question.
So I know, sir, even some of the MPP members are disappointed in her. But I wanted to know something. And that ever to know some actually no. The MPP ever pono. Say your friend is saying adukwe. So I say because what they are pushing her to do no is to create some unnecessary negative awareness. Say Ghana they are human rights, but look,
you are a prophet. I can sense in my spirit that somebody, some lawyers in MPP will say that the CJ is not fit for purpose.
So Nico, I don't think she's going to win. She's rather embarrassing herself. She's embarrassing her family. She's embarrassing her husband. Why will you call say China? And you could answer that one you have that right. Nobody will violate that right. Even this one, nobody is violating it. Yes, see, constitution we are not. The president didn't use his discretion. A constitutional way instrument. Is it how do you call it instrument?
Constitutional
provision. She said it should be held in camera. So, lobby Yahweh. So for me, I believe say he has said it all, and then Gertrude. Unfortunately, a jump or class say also class 2. That's how jump class 6 so share exams now track 2/20. The people then know that what born you are not qualified to be there. So I say because there were people who were supposed to be the CJs, but jump also at the command.
What does
so I say so that should tell you say that is why she's losing certain things. So I because I did with me Sidik. Me say shall mistake me. Recommendation by verdict by number Johnny ECOWAS.
They should learn from Charlotte.
You understand me? So no, this will tell you say Charlotte
was an astute. She
was qualified in the position she was. So I just King, maybe when you say this thing will be thrown out and it will be another disgrace for the MPP and for her.
I heard she say after this, say true, African way. Meaning so to the Hague. No, Africa, from Africa to Hague. From Hague na nye uncle heaven. As an African court,
you know, so to me, Abuja na okoye, and Lagos na okoye.
Heaven is the last one.
Lagos na okoye and Abuja okoye no. Yeah, it won't help her. Rather, no, I think she's desperate. I think she's going through trauma.
No, she just doesn't listen.
I think there's something wrong. So I say, so the family should get closer to her because I don't know who advised her. Meaning or advising to go to ECOWAS. And even ECOWAS, Emma friend say recommendation say, oh, stop violating her human rights. ECOWAS cannot direct Ghana to reinstate you or something. And I to ECOWAS into because say constitution can say in camera but one by a hundred chin mumma no kuno to now. ECOWAS cannot impose that on Ghana. We are a sovereign state. We have our laws governing us. And she should know better. She shouldn't know better, but maybe she's trying to play politics, or maybe she wants to be the next vice president for MPP.
No, next vice presidential candidate. Okay, so next vice president is a
vice presidential candidate. You know, for I don't know, maybe she's trying to cut the party who say she's struggling. Like no, she suffered for the party or something like that.
I think you are raising a point. No, it's true. You are raising a point. Look, if I were this woman, the petition no kweme meko GMO me pacho. My nye didi. Na me resign ambassadorial appointment. If this woman had approached the president this way, yes, I've resigned.
Oh no, but ambassador man will go against it. No.
No, we may speak, but so ambassador Muma infanu kotu baby na.
We have the men and women.
Baby, Zina mama ni su hono. More de.
Mami
na ka ho bi.
Hey,
you know,
so mami enenya contract. Oh, because of idea one man who need intino. You see, if you want people to tell you how your grandfather died,
join politics.
Mera say enti Abubakar Sadiq Suleiman waha saso na ewo lawyer Wewe Brown so waha ye pema kwa enim dia anansu papa na meka ho asem dia kyerɛw ye friend ex natural mineral water wonye bi num ya pebi bobo Stephen Apia former Black Stars captain nunsuo ni ye friend ex natural mineral water ye wo 350 ml ye wo 500 ml na ye wo 750 ml inso amoda ho krogen inso bebre na wo dwaman so ba ma me papa minua wotie mi ana wo Unya ex natural mineral water no obekes and the cre King Nicholas Kai. In super papa ni your friend ex natural mineral water. Ex natural mineral water. And then I make camfo a diamo bibia. And yen na a would drama so and to be pacho be broke drama so. Bisa ex natural mineral water. Me pacho so ton sooner won't ton we be a pebiton. Men person kofu be catch yourself shop near Buntus. No. Enye buntu senti no so ton ex natural mineral water enti nsuno ni wenye binoma me hu se lawyer so afa ne dia amaso eye papa enti pebi na me pacho wo so ton na ubenya mfaso de bebre pebi na wo so nom na obehu se wanum nsu papa make say Kofi Asante head of camera wafa ne de obono gwa eye Sidiki so afa ne de abono gwa lord eye ya no se me pentem ne ponko pentem no fa gran no boy enti me pacho bebre open dudu etu akoton obetumi afre 0596 273546 and 0596 273547 baby o bia no wo friend number say we a factory it's a car no betumi dia bro ma wo so etumi atobianom anasa waton wo ba eye osu abebrese street a XYZ broadcast ya himfie ha ye wo depo kesena nkasa ha wo ba wo so pe Uncle Robert ana asoreba dudu bi open won se betumi aka ope Chelsea pa enti wo ba dudu bi open no won se betumi aka okom Melcom obia so a wo benya bi etumi atoho eye X natural mineral water. Medimosis Clinic and Herbal Center. Omode eye Medimosis garlic capsules. Edi abedwaman so. Medimosis garlic capsules see. Epacho improve blood circulation. Sa aso no bi ho se mensane men nan aye titiriti. Eto se bia na ni so aye kusukusu. Ensa na niema bia mbo ni pedua ni na no. Woni peduam te awoma niema etie kakra ebebusi immune system no nti wo yare o make camfo Medimosis garlic capsules edi amount enye na wo pharmacies herbal and licensed chemical shops are at wapitu Ghana heina pebi na koto na bibie ntumi nkonka ye ka Medimosis die no nse Medimosis ye clinic na wo ko ha yare ye prostate disorders and I say me patcho sexual weakness be man or ba why your problem and hypertension diabetes sciatica typhoid fever, malaria fever, any stroke, ne how STIs, how a okomebo, almost our dental clinic wo into Jumedi be a din where you know. So white and was see who was saying, wo fellow was saying, me patcho more pesa we num biano. Kwe, normal dentist papa pan and show. If you made the most a track one dental barrier opposite the police station, AESL building inside Ghana Highways Authority Yard, Accra Ministries, Ajay Kojo opposite school for the deaf, or Moho, Ansana Kumase, Ahimai Kokobin Santasi or Boase Quiniso, from 0244 068 447. No name penny funding come na bibia entumin konkan. Safari Valley Eco Resort in the Medruso. Safari Valley Eco Resort with Dewu, Okre District or Mountains here. Safari Valley Eco Resort here. 4-star forest lodger resort wudru ha wankasa obekasa resort papa na medru West Africa bi ni ha nti wohu serene escape bi wo surroundings a weni beji ye papa me pacho omo run 24-hour service wo ho time bi as a guest wo bedu on ebehel ansana wudru ha mbo a wo behu kra weni beji zebra giraffe antelope ne mbo ne de mara muina bebre nankasa wura ho na wo behu se no kra ehwo ye feyi papa wura ho me pacho bebre omo rooms no wankasa weni beji ubenyo private swimming pool ho alberton hatum chon me pacho say continental and I say local dishes are ubenya be near money de bebre a recreational center also ne wife in Kolano Kohopa nti here Safari Valley Eco Resort ho nkane ani siso debia insuo bi ho a wobetumi de sabi kanun yesi so 16 boom tabum boom baby bebre from a pane be fa ho ani beje wono wadofo nkoho wo ye wedding parties ni na wobetumi akọ ebe host come ma weni atumi adi kai say me say Safari Valley Eco Resort wo Dewu Okre District or Mountains. For reservation for 0596 9143 94 0596 9143 94 no nimpen funding komo na bibia entumi enkon kaimo Lift Kit capsules in midru so Lift Kit capsules say when you be a bebo for digestion enhance metabolism and sana me pacho ni membo ni pedribe ni na fi ho na liver function so eboa ni ye papa say liver ya dia no so no ho ka ebetumi kura ku enti wonya Lift Kit capsules dia ebebo ma bibia etumi akonka enye na odwaman so ko pharmacy and herbal shops are top to Ghana heinana won sebetumi akabi open one maybe sa friend 0244 068 447 0244 068 447 na BBN to min konkai esa mfmo Adom survey and general construction na medro so Adom survey and general construction almost say opese we see we dan bi atomo mo o pass ase atomo mo you know mehwe abo omo land surveying so engineering surveying architectural design general construction ni na no mbe ya mo so mo won sase wo dodo dumase behind Christian High School International and San Adenta Accra here na tie payment plan for and Sasina water 12 months and cost 60,000. Upright payment 5,000, deposit payment 3,000, which is 50%, and Sana 12-month installment and so be 2,500 and 12-month payment plan for 6 months cost 55,000 and see upright payment will be 50,000, deposit payment 30,000 and Sana 6-month installment 4,584 Ghana cedis no bit here. Open once maybe say 055-439-7831 and at 020-378-8842 na BBN to min konkai or say Adom survey and a general construction making your dream come to reality. Victory garlic mixture na medru so pebina no me na bebo ye papa Victory garlic mixture me pacho se wutie mi a obi ho na koma bon prepre eto se bia na nsane na ye tititi o sa ananse na achew ananse fi hin na achew weni setumi ye okusukusu me kamfo Victory garlic mixture ediamo improve blood circulation e mamboja no edi efuru sane ye pa to wutie mi a pebi bobo pebino no na bibia ntumi nkonkan pa Victory garlic mixture enya na organa hadraman so pharmacy ni licensed chemical shops and some herbal shops ni na won se betumi akabi nkran krodwe wo pen dodo paadia wo Cockins Walk herbal won se betumi akabi 020-129-3280 and 0242-545633 na BBN to min konkan Power Specialist Herbal Hospital almost yare friend hepatitis B wo kohwa omehwa bo etuasiamo A no omebo C D and E nina na ombo mo body ye papa say a fatty liver omebo sciatica prostate and san wonsana wona na ebu pain ulcer compo and answer fibro ne hawa make for Power Specialist Herbal Hospital ediamo Kumase branch no ofiyase Lake Bosomchi Road Jesbro filling station obehu omo ho Accra Ekwa Benya Pokuase ACP Road on so mo ho Takrade branch ya Anaji Estate adjacent Anaji MA Primary School 0244-544422 and 0200-383831 na bibia entumi enko enkan sa enti ye Samba Studios na ya betwa ye nkomo no so make house X natural mineral water inso amuda hokrogen so onya binuma ebebo yi pebi bobo pebi nonom na bibia entumi nkonkan papa your friend X natural mineral water eno na make for ediamo bubobi na bibia entumi endedin maminchia Dr. Albert Brown Gazy Dr. Albert Brown Gazy maminchi papa former chief fire officer and on the time na yidinya fire tenders ahro wogan ha besi de yenye bi me papa nimdie ne na dwemu doye papa wokon wono no di nkomo say yes owani ama bebre to impact ama nipa bebre nankasa and say sia no obufie metwetwa sempanimfo Dr. Brown Gazy na dwemu do ye pese research Ghana yempan fu bi sa no mo boa obetumi aboa also no de knowledge ne de aboa etumi impact am bebre na nkasa timpenfo nkae no na ye papai mo mpa baby ene no nto no boa Ghana na yentumi research enti Dr. Albert Brown Gazy baby obia former chief fire officer ye cheche papa woni wabushia nimse penfo beka no mahwe aboa mo so wenye baby esi na waboa me ya reset Ghana nti se wutie me a ewie me cheche papa maminchia me sofo ene me sofo ma maminchia omo Reverend and Mrs. Mbia me cheche mo papa good news chapel Assemblies of God wo East Legon Hills, Mohota saying, Reverend and Mrs. Mbia, the year prophetess Lorisha Mbia, Michecha Mopa, Minimse Monre, Itinchaka Senko Moko, East Legon Hills, Assemblies of God. Good news, no more. Michecha Muyi Pa. Maminchia, the Lord Mayor, and I say the People's Mayor, Mayor of Accra, Honorable Michael Nick Papo Alote, Honorable. Mcheche papa me se yenye udeni wo yebue me hu se se sia wo nemu na nse no wo fe mu kakra no kofuna sanso baba kwan wo nemu se sia do no abo nankasa kita megaphone no mayor ono a pay setter unsa Ghana otu sana mu bia su follow no o se sia wo baba kwan ho no ona ma na accountant dinati so yebeyi uniama e de akoye me ana se ubetua obeboka nti saa niam ni na dwadifo no yempese mobeboka yebetiti kitama mo se watwe wa cross red line no nti esremu mo so mundi mo honi bebi ese mo ntena enton ade no monye ne saa maye ye fo niam kwa ubetua saa akana mana accountant de echi nti moma yenye ne saa pa na bibia ntumi nkonkan nti ba membo wabaso the Lord Mayor the People's Mayor Michael Nikpapo Alote wajibe bia Accra Mayor no ti Mayor fo nkan so mumbo adwuma maye na bibia entumi enko enkan sa maminche o executive secretary ye friend no Alfred Kwame Frimpong Boahen echiechio Kwame Mpomo te sen ansana international relations yenua Bashiru Bash so echiechia no papa maminche Kofi Asante so odinensa de affinity mo say ache ebeye wate so na Esmond make us say Francis so train Esmond the danger man Iti ba mi chesa unko fuina na yenko yenim me Samba Studios na yetwa yenkomo no so a share a good board tax force I inaugurate in Ra. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, a Kasabebre. Me pacho, me pesente, beside afa video no, Natian Komaka Christ, Excellency John Dramani Mahama, Okaye, Area Yatuan Commonison Studio, sir.
Foreign exchange and revenue generation. The Gold Board is committed to traceability, environmental sustainability, and responsible sourcing of gold. I've directed the board to immediately implement a nationwide traceability system, ensuring that every gram of gold can be traced back to its verified license and environmentally compliant mine of origin. The Gold Board will also invest in land reclamation, that is after mining, to reclaim the land, and ecological restoration through programs such as the Blue Water Initiative and the Tree for Life Initiative, which are both initiatives of the Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources. The Gold Board will also actively support geological survey to provide small-scale miners with credible geological data, reducing environmental degradation and improving yields. So what this means is the Gold Board will help the small-scale miners to do the geological survey so that they know exactly where the resource is, so that they don't go digging all over the concession area and destroying the environment. We're no longer content with exporting raw doré bars. These are the unrefined gold bars. To ensure compliance with international export standards, plans are underway to establish an ISO certified assay laboratory by the year 2026, that's by next year. In the medium term, Ghana will transition to bullion exports and refine more of our gold locally.
It is Excellency John Dramani Mahama brand Romuno Great Tax Force, a good board tax force or mobile bread juma, and one semni be neateno. My member elsewhere, a Sadik, Yentio.
Oh, King. Fiti Ayikushi Breso. It's like Ayikushi, the first Ghana Manche. 1510. Meswa, me, Ushe history. Ever drew time way. Yenya at the papa when it comes to gold. This is a good body. Because you say Ghana, a friend is saying, a friend a good coast. And Nkrumah ever si Ghana. I say I have no Ghana gold waha. But we have not benefited from our gold. What we do, you say, because yen to me, for risk, echo should be a gold one. Now the contract, now foreigners. No more the machines aba. Tutu. They only give us is it 10% or so? No, to have some corporate taxes. Nobody's carrying an idea. Echo. And the second Kwame Nkrumah, in the person of John Dramani Mahama, His Excellency, the visionary leader, Ossi Devi, as a campaign promise, no, or promise say, you're too abandoned. Obey day, or best setting up gold board. You're winning elections, I think, from February. And your appointee, I think it's one of the earliest appointments. Your appointee, your friend say, your brother, communication director of our party, Sammy Jimfi.
Sammy Jimfi, yes.
Say, on call, ye Sajumano, based on the trust he or trusting. I was happy. Say, Nura Miti, say, from February up to date, almost to say 50 tons of gold, worth almost about $4 billion. $4 billion. No wonder. Say, is there a city no? Macho. Who say a city no? Say, Nipa. Say, every morning or gym or muscles to fight the dollar. No wonder said the dollar was almost 18 cedis. Sisi and uko bank rate interbank rate now it's at 10.3. Black market it was at 12 cedis and not 13 cedis. That should tell you say gold board jinkwa for Ghanaians. That should tell you say gold board more forex. You can't say forex friend is saying foreign exchange. Now ya timi aye stabilizing ye CD no. Now to me because most of businessmen what they want is the stability of the dollar. Because so as a businessman who ko akoto ade na ene dollar 14 or China 16 or Chinachi 13 to me and planning. So businessmen were suffering. And the gold board way His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Eddie Abbey. Look, a bit benefit you bia. Or can somebody say land reclamation? Last meeting, a friend is say the land minister no. What's his name? Amakofi Bua. Or see forester ya say Galamsey for say almost 1,000 stadiums. She said that stadiums SU the 1,000 baku 1,000. But and on land reclamation. On many scan gold board and a gold board is the reason why I'm happy as a Ghanaian as a foreigners amuba ebe ma Ghanaians ska no more to gold almost say and sassy with cyanide and mercury now almost to gold now no more smuggle edi akwa at the end it doesn't end up in the pocket of Ghanaians. It ends up in the pockets of what? Foreigners. And who bought the Confederate? They talked about scholarships. Say never Cocoa board scholarship, no. Emma gold scholarship. Ama who says gold areas, no. Maybe I took gold, no. Most we very okay. Gold board ebe sponsor omu e dia go school to learn. Enti so share initiative where in the long term no ebe boy Ghanaians. I was happy say security your friend is a task force and also no. And yes, sir, you can some for just like that. I think police for were part, military so on were part, and I heard say I'm called training for 2 weeks or so, and I'm called training view. All the security personnel also no. You see on cameras one more. Say I'm called chi. Your friend is saying golda, a recordo. Ade awo ye bia na recordo. Yes, na recordo. So they don't want to give chance. They don't want to give chance to corrupt the task force Lankasa no. A church abino very serious with this to fight smuggling of gold no. Because Ibra, oko share bibia mututu gold now. You ask yourself, I don't know why Udi Obi Ekasa, there was this guy who was so frustrated here. So call sir, maybe or two galamse no. A mano homu like or can say yaria womu. Oh yes. You see gold board, ebe see schools in those areas. Ebe see hospitals in those areas. Aba papa abadia, my papa aba. Look, gold board way benefits Eddie Ghanaians no a dozen So I'm happy. Say, Sata task force nankasa omu kwa tichi nkrofo nankasa no. Omu nankasa no, they are being surveyed. Adia ye me de. Ewa honu say, president can say, wo betimi aye akọ can say, obi talk good smuggle. Uko training pa ko na. You see, you ma 10%. 10%. And as a council till you see so council on be protect you. The whistleblower act no every protect your identity. Enti we dey adwuma Ghanaians adwuma ba.
We part time.
So uko cheap gold $100 million. The 10% is $10 million. $10 million. So got you good $1 million. The 10% is $100,000. So and you concern amuyo. Abai papa di ejuma ba. Say ko consacra we ko concern tuaka. Because almost saying your forests. Look, the distractions that goes on. And some of them gold no and yet easy. And you say all these big mining in our companies in our foreigners and I was your friend is saying concessions no. That is why I was so happy last 3 or 4 days. We will say Ibrahim Mahama wanya sa voter and black voter concession no.
Yes.
I was so happy because so sure or a Ghanaian, so he will protect our reserves. He will make sure say, senior other people on there. So all these small scale miners, you know, are illegal no. Some CEO say, Moshe ye, because he's coming for you. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, what reward the Ghanaians? Say obi abeheko konsebiano 10%. What will ask for? Thank you. Thank you very much.
Against Galamsey.
10%. And America say I think you understand me. So because there is nowhere a gold dealer let me catch you say okay watch me. Remember 30% on yes sir. So what I say, and I buy and say, Uba etre, now the task force got here. Yeah, more 10%. So what I say, so Ejuma, so yeah, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama say all the gold board, Abba, it has come to save a lot. And what you also a licensing regime also no. You see our tier 1, tier 2, any aggregators. On one my licenses. And to what person you go to Juma no? Go apply, get the license. Not go to Juma genuinely. So what you say. So His Excellency there. It done say. Other way, it should have happened long ago. But on your say, a best His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, the tenure, and a why am I? And I like the seriousness on the idea, on the shame. And so he's gotten a very serious and straightforward CEO to work with. Also, which is some 10 Chinese galamseyers. Foreigners be omu to gold or
no crap.
Almost is it this guy something like 35 million cities. I'm a CEO. See, Sanya is scanning in any good in
baby, I'm got you on national pretty casino. Easy.
Who's a casino? You see, that is to wash the money.
Casino card
is to wash the money because they know how to do it. Nobody free crown, they deprive us. And this is they say no foreigner. Ebe talk good. Say foreigner up a gold gold board. Go negotiate with them. But we are small scale miner. We be tongue tier 1, tier 2 for no. No more tongue am aggregators no. now aggregators no more term government. And no foreigner. The foreigner makes me turn say, "Who sika?" No, I got talk about government hall. And who foreigner be who Chinese person, and Indian ni, a share forest more. Mo report woman, almost saying sassy.
This is a part-time job, mammy. Okay.
Lawyer, Sanka, he's less of Miami, the coordinator of the whistleblowers now.
Hey, lawyer.
And can be fine.
Only chat. Who be Jacob?
Coordinator gold. You bet be office.
Lawyer,
you bet be office. Now I am a coordinator for whistleblowers
association.
Whistleblowers against Ghana.
That's our secretary. Secretary.
I'm a lawyer. No coordinator. Rescue Ghana way.
Charlie. We can rescue Ghana.
General Secretary. Young Green. Your president. Young Green.
Okay. In fact, me congratulate His Excellency. And my brother, my junior brother, Sami Jemfi. Sami minim nepa, Sami se minim nepa. And fortitude out the ejuma, nini bro the ejuma no, is welcoming. Onkoso, nonya ejuma waya na nye easy. And niba wano ho, minim se nkrofo de nebe fa places, spiritual, physical, and all that is bad. I always pray for him that God will protect him. Wow. Me bra Sadiq Akabebre. Ni American for so nen say. Ghana for muma yen na yenya baako. Na Japadia Nyankopon e de ache yen no. Yen bo ho ban. Hwe ni ko mi wo na me church member baako. Ni brother Ephraim me say. Omo mama asase bi a wo bo ase area ho no. Boys be akotututu so galamsey nti lawyer yenya den me say mun ko report ma police na enchi omo mun ko report akochi omo na achi omo area omo aje atum say ni say afi na busuanfo aba omo pache so yenka mani me say dey mumma mimbre mu na yenka asem ne onim akopeske fie bi e dey ma busuanfo na omo kanche na me bufu me say amunya asem ma mun frame bi
amo promo.
Because now my plan is yes, young guys here. First thing, we making sure say you reclaim the land. We go to two. We be feel land bibia anyway. And for me, no policy a buying the aba say whistleblower 10%. A solid. Now bit is a contaminant is a minti o munkan bi mu. Now Nico na say yakoche na who dealing gold illegally. Now we report here value na ebeche yebe value no 10% eye would there. Say gold also at 10% of the gold eye would there. It's a good policy. Number 3, say gold board etimi amma Ghana nya $5 billion within 5 months. Afina ya sha simple new. Na say you change gear ko second gear. You be ko third gear, you be ko fourth gear. 5th gear, I better do 6th gear because where the V6 and the you wait for another V8 not to aswa. So it means to say no, it means to say in some nana binuka say previous government no omu paying for bi eye galam say omu too good enye skefim enti no man no ekọ form sana na ye no kura o
Petty Haska.
Party Haska. It is a $5 billion. We did not just a party Haska no.
Petty Haska.
Now go for Haska.
That's what they said.
Party Haska. Pacific. Na so
party
Haska. Na so ko sha 3,000 delegates. Now we be 5,000 Ghana cedis. Multiply that. Hey,
party Haska.
Petty Haska.
What can if you get some petty? Yanko anyway.
Nico.
Lawyer Kaza.
Muma yan congratulate His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Na me bompa ese. Sena ebu oman yakosubu ne se. Na appointment bimpo ya mami bimpo. Na Ghanaians. Oh, say I won't say appointment there. No appointing appointing. Appointment you say kamanye vidadada. Oh benya. Apply since 1992. Shall be grey and me grey beard.
Grey here say grey. Grey there grey. That doesn't mean say onya. Abutre.
No mean say say bi ambampo. Na say ebebu omani ye.
Ebeba.
I'm okay.
You know, last week I was saying something. Say, look, it's not about only appointment. Look, you take advantage of the policies of the government. So as here, look, appointment here. Once I was president here, it comes with almost 4,000 to 5,000 jobs. And for you appoint them at various areas. But the fact is, say, party foot soldiers and our party supporters, you know. Government or the policy and so how do you also benefit from those policies? Let me give you a typical example. Gold board, I can say, like you have more license. So how many party people apply for license? No, you see 24-hour plus policy. Party people won't go take advantage of it. Sanity. It's not only say when your appointment in wow. No, look, some skibby a day, any day. Say any. That is where you go into it. You see farming, go into it. So, I just want to talk directly to our grassroots. Ye pamucho, and you'll be appointing. I gave an example. Say a football team. She said 23 players. And you'll be when you get on the pitch to play, madness. But 11 beko, Obepra, Injibeba, and the coach's own discretion. No, but answer won't train.
Maybe now jogging. Also,
you have to warm up. How do you warm up? By taking advantage of the policies of government, you know. That's why because look, if you don't take advantage of it, the NPP will take advantage of it and they'll laugh at you. And Obia, go to your districts. 24-hour economy, you know. How do you benefit from it? See your member of parliament, see your DCs, MCs, and almost lawyer, please, you can go.
Now, my main fan trust be away.
Yes.
Matesa, you see,
1 minute.
Ebinomono in Penfone be. Essence as a party, ni ba on to me, and Jimoko film in Chanteno on Pesodi opportunity. Yes, Ramo. Since we have a party to protect, a nation to run, a government to what succeed,
an election,
and the election to win 2028. And the Mama and Jane said 2028 election. Yeah, baby, and this maybe. My complacency in them, and to maybe you know, go board in the dear. His Excellency, my idea. One of us who campaign. National coordinator for that area, community way you know. Because you know, no matter say, we didn't share. Okay. Emma, people of Ashama. Miami coordinator Obakache Ward Ashaman. Kwame Bani was sending message. And me channel. And I make us anytime about radio. I have me money, my wife, almost me. Me channel also. And me students. Ma unse first year payment school fees now. For example, jubilating students. Hey, so your party NDC they are promising they are fulfilled. I'm saying yes. That is it. APRG 4,000, 3,000, 2,500. We have promised, and we have delivered. We shall continue to deliver.
My constituency phone in I also know. Make sure we are. My constituency chairman. Me a friend is say me MC, me MP. Me sure we are. I also know phone in I sure we are.
Now Nico Kata Ashama Miss Chrom say. your party chairman. Ashaman for as a chairman a car baby no. Mama yemfa crew executives. Naima Ashama emfa nentuma pa infra.
Mamenda Mr. Kelvin Asante, executive producer, Menda MCR Funi Nase, member camera Sase, Menda production team Obo Mechido Medi Brew. You're from Nicholas, ya was Yosen, which me are from King Nicholas, Menda Sadik, Abubakar Shilemana, Semenda, a lawyer Wewe Brown, Mendo Muina Se, some boy Chido Medi Brew. Ye kwe the news papa in a candy, Poma, Cheche Kuniwai. That change him no more news neighbor news in more de TB no be inshra yes one bad be the be bye bye.